I got all the drugs in the world that you need. We get high to pass time, but bitch, I ain't no fiend. Lie to me. Hey, girl, never lie to me. Left from the flashing lights and watch out when the tide coming. People they can say about it, that can't tell me nothing. I know it's all for the better and I'm never stunning. I just want a girl who gon' really tell me something. Hey, hey, girl never lied to me. Girl, would you ride for me? Pull up on the side for me. Left from the flashing lights and watch out when the tide coming. I know it's hard to be yourself when all these people judging. Take a step about the devil, cause can't tell me nothing. I know it's all for the better and I'm never stunning. I just want a girl who gon' really show me something. Give you the time of your life if you would stop fronting. Rolling cookie in LA, I think I found my bae. She roll my weed, so she gonna be hard to replace. We taking shots of the Henny, I don't need a chase. Almost forgot where I'm at, can barely feel my face. Rock star lifestyle, might just die tonight. If I was down and had nobody, would you sacrifice? They say loose ends break friends, I ain't tryna fight. Fuck being sober, girl, come over and enjoy the high. So don't fuck up the vibe, don't ever waste my time. And when I'm feeling down, will you come stay tonight? And if you far away, then will you book a flight? My neck flooded with ice, she grip it like a vice. Can't ever play it nice, the world's so full of lies. And I'm not being them, cause I'm just not that guy. You wanna be somebody, so put aside pride. So open up your eyes, they talking from outside. Hey, girl never lied to me. Girl, would you ride for me? Pull up on the side from me. Duck from the flashing lights and watch out when the tide coming. I know it's hard to be yourself when all these people judging. I take a step about the devil, cause can't tell me nothing. I know it's all for the better and I'm never stunting. I just want a girl who gon' really show me something. Give you the time of your life if you stop fronting. Give you the time of your life if you stop fronting. I know they hating on me cause I really came from nothing. I just wanna talk to you, can we have discussion? Why you fronting on me, shawty? Better stop the bluffing. You better stop the bluffing. I really know you want it. You push that thing up on me, so I'ma jump up on it. I ain't gonna fake it, because I know I want it. These niggas so 50, I keep my shit 100. Roll this wood and we getting high. She say she love me, I know that's a lie. And you know we up in the sky. Roll this wood and we getting high. She say she love me, I know that's a lie. And you know we up in the sky. And I got all the drugs in the world that you need. We get high to pass time, but bitch, I ain't no fiend. Lie to me. Hey, girl, never lie to me. Left from the flashing lights and watch out when the tide coming. People they can say about it, that can't tell me nothing. I know it's all for the better.
Chat, I'm late. I'm so sorry, chat. I had this whole elaborate thing planned, but, you know, we gotta get to the games. We gotta go. Let me switch this real quick. Alright, chat, here we go. Let's go. What up, chat? My hair is still a little wet.
BLG and Neff are very experienced. They made it to a lot of internationals. Obviously, they didn't have the deepest run, but they're a team on the come up. To be honest, it's probably our favorite pick.
But luckily for us, the game hasn't started yet, so we're all good.
Playing the Chinese scene, I think it's always fun playing against them, so looking forward to it.
我觉得我们就是要一直不断的提升自己的比赛状态吧。我觉得我们第一场比赛的话，其实是包括我自己啊，然后就是状态没有提升到最好的那一步吧。然后我希望就是后面的比赛，我们所有人团队的所有人能够提到最胜，然后我们觉得是有机会去。
Yo, just gotta follow AZ Gauss. I hope I'm saying that right. Add you on Discord? No thank you, my guy. Sorry. I don't really just add random people on Discord.
Sorry, Duras. To be honest,
But if you stick around,
Sentinels next.
maybe. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But let's lock in, alright? Let's lock in, guys. We got a whole game ahead of us. Time to lock in. Let's go. We got the walkouts. Honestly, I'm hoping that this game will be pretty close because Billy is not a team to be trifled with, that's for sure. They're no joke. Especially because they have some pretty good players on their team, like Knight, I remember. Neff, I remember. I'd have to see some of the other players, see if I remember their names.
Both teams had a great start in their opening matches, but that was just a warm-up compared to the stakes today. Playoffs are on the line.
Yeah, first team moving on out of the Swiss stage here, and it'll be Sentinels going up against the number 2 seed out of
Man, water feels so good in the morning.
Honestly, I can't wait to see what maps are going to
All right.
here. And we have a sunset pick out of Sentinels.
Oh, sunset pick out of Sentinels.
As we take a look here at the Omen map select, like
Oh my goodness, I left something in the bathroom. Hold on, chat, I'll be right back.
This is what we wanted, right? Even in the opening match, we wanted to see them go to sunset. Which this is so insane because in their opening match, they first banned sunset. This is complete. I can't imagine like this isn't going to take them off guard. I think they must have seen something from that Billy game that they could maybe have an answer to.
Yeah, you have the VODs and maybe just, let's have 7 maps in the pool. Let's make sure we can play everything with high aspirations to make it towards.
Just kidding, chat. It was not in the bathroom.
I also think it's quite interesting opening things up on Icebox here. It's a map we.
It was actually just right behind me the entire time. But I'm a little scramble brained today. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, let's go, Sentinels! Hold on one second.
We've seen Sentinels play so flexibly in so many different agents. I'm ready for anything, but I'm specifically looking that this could get a little spooky here for Sentinels, considering Wisey's aggression is very rewarded on a map like Icebox.
Yeah.
And
I was just gonna say, you saw him like pushing so far forward, whether it was through Viper walls or even like going through the kitchen and fighting back towards spawn on the attacking side.
I think it's so interesting that for Billy, they get to play 2 out of the 3 maps. We have
Man, it's a hot day today too.
Ugh.
Bad day to wear all black, but oh well.
Footage on the first 2. Exactly. That's where I'm wondering where this is gonna go, and I think a lot of it is gonna rely.
All right, so first map, what we got? We got Sunset, I think.
Adaptability on the fly, and we are going to see are these Chinese teams capable of doing that on the fly right here, right now.
What the hell?
You have to keep your eyes on Icebox. Like, this is a map where Rucio was absolutely popping.
What did I get on my hand?
Harbor pick was looking really strong there just the other day in his debut.
While we're waiting, I'm gonna go ahead and do some promos real quick.
How to deal with that is probably going to be Sen.
They play against plenty of it, for sure.
They're familiar with the harbor here. But what would you like to see John QT do here? We saw the Sky already. We saw a Viper too.
Yeah.
What are his realistic options here? I mean, one of the first thoughts my mind goes to is Sova, but at the same time, Neri does play Sova. I could definitely see them going back to something standard like Sova, KO. You really can't go wrong there.
Yeah.
They have 2 great players on both of those roles.
Because most recently they have been playing Zekken on the Omen. They've been playing no duelist on that map. And you know what? Like, you are bringing up Sova. John did play a little bit of Sova early on in the year, back when Sentinels were playing like Abyss, for example, but we haven't seen him playing it on.
Really, I don't think I've seen John QT play Sova. I'm actually kind of surprised by that.
Yeah, and looking at what Billy are going to run, because we don't anticipate them to change anything. Icebox look pretty strong against a Liquid. Is there anything maybe Sen could just
say what's up? Say what's up.
Harbor Viper comp with their agent select? I think in terms of reading into the Harbor Viper comp, they need to be very vigilant about the Cove usage. If Sentinels is going to start it,
alright, that looks horrible. I'm gonna be honest.
Constantly be aware of the Cove and whether
so instead, we're gonna try it this way.
I think that you need to do like some amount of exploiting the timings of the harbor walls, because like if you're attacking into a Harbor Viper, like you can just get permanently stalled out. It feels like over towards the A side of things, especially if you can't find a way to like break through the wall when they're recycling.
Oh, that's lame. It just
a lot of times teams will try
does
to
that.
utility and and bait that harbor wall out before like a quick pivot or a fake on the other side.
Exactly, and I'm specifically looking towards Sentinels on the defense here because just yesterday they did struggle against a double controller comp on split when Sentinels started on the defense, and I'm really expecting Zekin to step up here and get those opening kills that we did not see him get in that first half of defense split.
He's got to, right? And especially it depends what his agent is going to be, because you know we haven't seen him play the duelist on this map on a little while, but he is so key, I think, in Sentinel's game plan, especially when it comes to like having any amount of forward information, the lines he's going to be holding, whether that's an operator or with the rifle in his hands. If he's not firing on all cylinders,
I'm sorry if I'm not paying attention, chat. I do apologize. Oh, the Pope is back. If you guys missed out the stream yesterday, he was there, and I'm not really sure what the point is that he's there, but you know, he's there.
Who are they sending out to match Zelsis? We saw on the side of Wolves, Sufa BB was up there, was giving it right back to him, and we saw really the impact you can have when you can.
All right, you know what? I'm just gonna pull this up over here.
I don't know, K9 maybe? I'm not sure. I know Neff was very chill and nonchalant when he was up here in the post show yesterday, so I'm gonna assume it's not gonna be Neff, and YZ is also that silent killer kind of duelist, so not looking at him for that either.
Yeah, I do want to highlight on the other side of things though, Narrate, because this guy came back into the server just the other day and was looking real strong with Sentinels. Again, like you think about like a few of those really clutch rounds, these moments on split from Narrate, where he was just absolutely sharp, and on like the bonus round as well, that got them snowballing in this comeback in the second half. And on top of that, his cross-map utility with the breach jump, setting up his teammates, was just excellent.
And in those rounds where they were down in the first half, where it was a pretty lukewarm start, we saw him being pretty yappy, pretty emotional, and pretty, I guess, talkative in those rounds, Mel, which I definitely didn't expect coming out of him. Yeah, what I'm liking seeing the most out of Narrate here is the fact that he's really coming up to the occasion, right? Like, they were down 4-8, he comes.
All right, what we got here?
Pistol to bring them back in.
Hold on.
Ultimate example of composure for Sentinels. If Sentinels double down with a Tejo, it will be the first Tejo we see at Masters Toronto, and not something we would have expected. And we are seeing Russia lock in that harbor. Two people instantly locking. I think one of my favorite parts about the live agent stuff is really just seeing how instantly some players lock and how some like to play around and wait and kind of give us that anxiety.
Exactly.
I really hope they play Sage. I'm
Oh,
such a big
Wizzy.
Sage
I remember.
on this map.
I think that's how you pronounce it. Wizzy.
I just don't really think
They're Billy Billy's Jet. That's who I recognize on Billy Billy. Levius and Russia. I hope I'm saying those right. Those guys are new, I'm pretty sure.
This is pretty stock standard. It's going to be John QT going over to the KO, all things considered. So
At least I think. I think they're new.
Options like fight past these double smokes that BLG are running.
This is really interesting, and I think it's going to pair exactly into what you just said. Getting in front of those walls and disrespecting the controller itself is, I think, the best thing that Sentinels can do.
Also, catching good knife timings against a Viper or a Harbor completely invalidates that cycling of utility to hold onto the A site.
M80, well, you'll always be famous. You'll always be famous. I can't wait to get into this one with playoffs on the line. It's time to send it over to the big dogs, Uber and Wyatt.
Thank you very much, Yimsu. Those memories of Sentinel's shocking 0-2 at Bangkok are starting to fade into the periphery after their opening here in Toronto. But to make those playoffs, they've got Billy Billy Gaming standing in their way.
Sorry, chat. Just give me uno momento while I get this all.
America's rosters.
That is what YZ said. However, John just saying earlier, sorry you drew us.
Get this all sorted. My fault, my fault. All right, let's lock in. You know what? Let's just lock in. Let's enjoy the game. We're hopping into it. Map 1, Icebox. Wait, Zekin is on Omen? What is happening here, bro? No duelist on Sentinels. So what? They're going with the G2 strat? Oh, okay. Zekin got one.
Trying to get up over towards that belt's directions. Gets his, but why is he still standing?
That's something that Billy Billy are going to have to be aware of playing on attack. It's so easy for the Omen to get some of these forward positions. Play from belt, play from pipes.
I'm sorry, this water is hitting right now. I can't lie.
They're not convinced that that's where Billy Billy are ending.
All right. Let's lock in.
Drift back in the B direction, which is a little bit
I
more
don't know how I feel about this because no, they're gonna dart. Okay, I was gonna say they could just walk into A, but
looking to pave the way.
it's okay.
They're just biding their time. They're seeing if anyone from Sentinel's backside would have gone for a peek. Maybe they can get a man advantage that way.
Oh,
Spots out
oh no, Neff with the huge lurk here, and everybody's rotating the B. Oh! That was a great timing. I can't lie from Neff. We'll see if they. Oh, he got another. He got a third. Oh, well, it's cooked. There goes Pistol.
Pivot back here from our Chinese number 2 roster. See the vulnerability of Zelsus in mid and pounce on him.
That's unfortunate. Good luck, narrate.
Mid under tube. You don't see that often.
Yeah, kind of figured that one.
But that additional damage from
What a great lurk from Neff. I can't believe he got 3 there.
open this game up.
Beautiful opener. That early aggression for second isn't something.
What an angle from Zekin. Low key, I didn't realize that. Like that's how it looked.
Nasty. The reaction on just the swing from John is crazy. And also just credit to Neff for finding that
YZ. That's how you say his name. YZ.
where the team dragged the rotates, and then he knows that that is his opportunity.
Yeah, me too, buddy. Me too. I'm not gonna lie.
Great opening round from Billy. Well played. Well called.
Do we have a timeout already? Oh, we have a technical timeout. It's never a VCT event unless there's a tech timeout. Something going on with Bang over here.
Initiator on this Sentinels roster, KO of course can 0 point in, but outside of that, it's pretty flash heavy.
Loki gonna open my window again. I can't tell if the breeze is kicking or what's going on here, but screw it.
On this Icebox map, it was in that playoff run in Americas. They beat G2.
Hope that'll make it a bit more bearable in here. It's a bit hot today, I can't lie. Hotter than it's been. It's been raining like non-stop for the past like 2 weeks, but today it looks like it's all 70s today, which is gonna be refreshing. But I just hope there's a bit of a breeze. I'm not gonna lie.
They sort of mentioned they were not really satisfied with that win, and it was I think it's safe to say slightly weakened Team Liquid that we saw turn up for their first game here. That won't be an issue going forward, but this would be a real result, and that is a very illuminating 0 point early.
BLG opting to buy in fairly light here, no one committing to a full upgrade rifle on this anti-eco.
We got a 4 stack towards A on Sentinel's side. I just don't know how I feel about this no duelist. I feel like Zekin could have just done this on Jet, but at the same time, I also realize that they don't have a solid smoke. All they have is Viper. Oh boy. John is super low. Oh no, then yeah. Okay, but he's gonna yep. Shield recharge. Oh my god, the stinger is so broken.
Knight cleans off Narrate. Trying to control from Crow's Nest.
Okay, what a shock dart. Unfortunate. All good. We got a gun round here. Let's lock in, Sentinels. If you guys were watching yesterday, you'd know. They just need to lock in, bro. They kind of troll the first map, you know, they troll the first half. They got to warm up into it. The good old NA players, you know, we're not good right off the bat. We got to warm up into it. It's all good.
So it's a stack for Sen over on the A side that doesn't really pan out. Billy just spidey senses tingling. They opt not to commit there. They make the right call.
Although low key, they got me stressing.
Still a Marshall for Neff, Guardian for Russia. Leave this to the Bulldog. YZ takes a big hit early.
What?
The audacity to stand and fight that.
Oh, but Bang gets the trade.
Happy enough with that for the attack side on your bonus.
Kano wanted to go for more swing off of that, but didn't actually have a.
Did anybody? No, YZ is still. Wow, YZ has
out 2 of their
30
individual players,
HP.
those Zelsus have
That's
been
one
taking
bullet from a
significant
Vandal.
amount of damage. Again, Zekin is
YZ is super low.
these teleports on any decent
Zelsus is also kind of low though.
defense. Get into these angles that other players couldn't.
Of course, he has his own variation on the poison or one way that we see.
What do they do here?
So we'll be slowed down, BLG towards Karina.
Looks like they're just kind of playing for their ult orbs, maybe.
BLG attempt to thrust up that part of the map, but then have 2 players.
They're waiting to see if YZ can get a pick in mid or something.
From it will keep Sen to some
But if he runs into this turret and takes 2 shots, he's dead.
have them
If he takes 1 shot, I think he's okay. But
this late pivot over towards A where you do have
oh, he's gonna run into alarm bot. Yep.
John
Nice.
stacked up. They want to anchor. These are entrenched positions.
Bang, those got a good little
No way he gets both. What are we doing?
2 headshots. Absurd against Liquid. Russia also incredible game from him. Big step up and in a pivotal role on this harbor. Cracks that A site open.
Yeah, they're gonna save.
That play should not be happening. That is not realistic.
It really shouldn't. I don't know how.
Play of that one. I believe he gets the spike down as well, so he's just 2 orbs away now from the wreck.
I don't know how bro got away with that.
On the hunt even. Bonus round.
Zelsus might die. I'm not gonna lie.
Be pretty attack favored since coming back in the pool with just A-hit slams, especially when you have the harbor. It's so oppressive. It's so difficult to get back in those sites.
Russia belatedly now going for.
Oh, here's the KJ turret.
Very likely going to be a turret awaiting him in kitchen. And I'm getting deja vu. This is reminiscent of Sen's start against Wolves on split. They lose the pistol and the bonus, and then the timeouts start rolling in as they look for an answer.
Yeah, they just did not come into that game yesterday looking warmed up at all. It took until that second half. It took until Narrate stepped up, wins a clutch, inspires the rest of his teammates with some confidence.
How did he get away with that, bro?
Real.
That's crazy.
Micro snap.
Oh, I mean, that is
Bang
land.
cannot
Bang is pissed.
He cannot believe
I'd be
that.
pissed too. I'm not gonna lie. I'd be pissed.
BLG also, because they just carried over such weak weapons into that bonus, look at the amount of rifles they recovered. Look at
All right, narrate.
already 4 players.
Let's hear it, narrate.
So, there's going to be a lot of work for Sen to try and keep
Oh, he got one.
Embroiled in an early engagement.
Bang! What are we doing, bro?
7-1 for him already. YZ is a relentless player.
What are we doing, Bang?
Only holds down W. He will always go for more, even if there's not.
Did Neff hear that?
Whatever he's got.
I'm not sure if he did.
Always take the fight to
I mean, the turret's still there for sure, but
Now right now is learning that the hard way. No chance to deploy any of that Gecko util falling early.
oh, John QT could.
Does he have a timing on?
No.
Gives himself up.
Oh, he got scared, bro. He got nervous. The turret's down. No, wait.
Has been watching this
Turret's up.
position.
Do they expect Zekin to be on B? Well, now they do. Once they see that one way.
Late round pivot towards B. This has been the name of the game for them so far. Send that one lurker, typically Neff, gets some space, so she succeeded that. Pressure the other side of the map with a pivot, go back.
Yeah, this might be cooked for Zekin.
Tried to put that one way back up there. Wyatt. It looks like Billy a little bit too far.
Zekin trying so hard to be tens.
Hit by this nanoswarm, and Levius is affected by the paranoia. So Zekin decides to tuck in Snowman. Sen want to take a pitched engagement here after the plant.
It is dangerous. Their harbor is down, so they don't have that additional high tide to actually obscure them from these angles.
Oh, good shot, Zekin.
Advantage of that. Just not enough power to keep that Viper wall up, so K9 can actually get away.
The real question is, do they expect Neff in the position that he's in? Oh, okay. Neff gave it away.
Does he drop down and take a fight? He's looking for a gun.
Oh, the double swing. No.
Side swing.
John QT gets one.
John will flash himself out here. Zekin has to take
Let's
the
go.
fight, and John succeeds. It's all on Wisey now.
No. Oh, let's go, John. Heat up.
Hard-fought round for Sentinels to win.
Let's heat up.
And it's very costly to get the defenders into the game.
It's indeed very costly, but, you know,
Play splashes to allow him to get back in that side.
that's all we need. We just need that inspiration.
Entrenched position up in that corner. That was Sentinels fully forced into the round after saving a couple rifles on the prior. And this has been converted by BLG.
What a good flash.
Massive lead would have been taken.
Nice.
Much of this is built off the absence of Russia. None of that harbor util to make it that much more difficult for Sen.
YZ was feeling it. I can't lie.
From BLG.
He was feeling it.
Inability to
He was for sure feeling it.
Spike was his undoing. That was nice from Zekin, obviously.
But not enough.
He's out of control. They're going to keep buying, and they love just swinging from belt. Aggression.
Okay, Sentinels all have light armor. Not sure how I feel about that one. Well, we got 2 light and then 3 recharges, but it's a bit sus. Also, we're running a Gecko with no harbor.
That economy from such a 6-star.
I don't know how I feel about that one.
It's now drone to in a pretty aggressive position.
Oh, the double swing!
I mean, that is the most wise.
Well played.
Play. Oh, I know where he is. Time to swing. And hey, so far it's been working for him. I cannot blame him.
Then we got Neff over here lurking like a little rat.
High-low setup with Bang there, just pushing around pipe. BLG there maybe just overplay their hand a little bit. We're running low on time. 43 seconds left in the round. No duelist up for BLG.
And F does break that alarm button. You can see it has drawn some attention from the defenders of Sen. Both initiators pivoting towards that boiler position, mid position, and now the util is coming through from Billy to get into this site.
Okay.
Lucia gets the spike down here. If he can get it down, and should in the cove, he's going to have the reckoning for the post plant. That could be enough to convert a 4 versus 5.
From the cove instead.
Yeah, that's gonna be a bit scary.
They'll be posted up on 410.
He's gonna delay hard with that for sure.
In the game for a retake. A very flash-heavy composition. First, it's a bit of
Oh, I didn't even realize we had Gecko ult. Okay, hold on. 1 gen. Let's go, Bang. Let's go. Okay, we got belt and pipes. Pipes. No! Oh! Oh, thank God. He actually almost just won that.
Neff exits with 4, but not the round win.
Brutal damage.
There goes all of our fucking... There goes all of our guns, bro. That's cooked.
They're staring down the barrel of multiple ults. That reckoning wasn't actually used by Rubik, who didn't have the opportunity. It was a little bit...
That was a good swing from Bang.
Too much so on getting kills. Posted up top here. Bang exploits
Really, Zelsis?
anyone being able to trade for him. Just gets
I can't believe he got 2 there.
There's also easy for the rest of the Sen players to pull back and immediately pressure the spike. That was well played, but now they're in serious danger of getting put on.
Oh, he got 2. No, Zekin, you got tagged, brother. Yeah, Zekin's gonna have to run. I don't know how he got tagged twice. I don't know how Zekin got tagged, I should say. It looked like only Bang was in the way, but I don't know. Yeah, they're gonna rush Zelsis here.
Zelsis here has to play as safely as he can. Harbor wall to follow up on the Viper one. The BLG under the cover of all of this site. Util will have their...
Oh my God, Zelsis. And we got another lurk on A, bruh. The lurk on lurks is crazy.
He wasn't even in an aggressive spot. Viper's bit to follow up here. Zekin
okay.
He's just gonna keep fighting.
Maybe that's exactly what Senna hoped.
They're not gonna expect the KJ though.
Okay. Here's the null command. Russia has to respect the fragment, stepping to the side of it now, still occupying this pit, but takes a big hit down to 30.
The KJ is gonna come up right behind him. Oh my God, what are we doing, Sen? Nice try, I guess.
BLG close around out.
They're gonna have to save on this one.
Up the round with a great kill onto Zelsis, always going to hunt for more.
I don't know what the fuck everybody's looking at though. Like Zelsis, you're too busy spamming over there. But like, look at this, bro. Like, where's everybody looking?
The null command, they are in a horrific situation to get back in. And look,
I don't know what the hell everybody's looking at.
YZ that throughout stage 1 was able to be the highest ACS, highest kills per round player in China. And you're wondering, is that just because he's able to farm some of the lower tier teams?
I'm gonna guess Sentinels call a timeout here. Probably, right? Surely.
Scales throughout this tournament. Look, so far he's had a couple misses.
Yeah, they called the timeout.
Hard 9-4 right now. Finding good first kills.
In that series against TL, he's involved in 30 first engagements. Ends up 15 and 15 first kill, first death, but often on the Neon looking to create that early space and be traded. He's always looking for a fight, but it has hurt him on a couple of these rounds. Walking into a high-low setup, standing on top of yellow, above the Viper's wall, where, you know, Zekken is easily able to pick him off. Couple of things there that can be his unraveling.
Another early timeout call from Kaplan, can't blame him. Things are
It's kind of crazy. Sentinels have faced back-to-back Chinese teams in which
Kaplan said
they
yesterday,
just don't scrim a lot.
through the game against Wolves after that first map, that it was difficult to execute our game plan. We're not used to their style. We're not used to the way that region plays. It took time to adapt.
Yeah, that's kind of the tough part about going against these Chinese teams, is that these Chinese teams know each other very, very well, but outside of that, nobody really knows these Chinese teams all that well.
Low roll in his A direction. Last time there was a stack here for Sen at A.
So like whenever you have a matchup like NA versus a Chinese team, or an EU team versus a Chinese team, it just kind of becomes a whole mess, because like what is Zelsus peeking there? Oh, no way, Narrate's dead, and they just walk through the back to the smoke, man. Yeah, oh, it's cooked. Oh, it's so cooked. Gonna have to hope Sentinels can come back on the sunset. I'm not gonna lie. I think this map might be cooked. The no duelist is kind of hurting them, I'm not gonna lie, because they're playing too scared right now, and Zekken can't play in those aggressive positions that he usually does.
Sentinels maybe just at least glad that all of those ultimates have been expended over the last couple rounds.
I just don't really know how I feel about all this.
Pretty effective, often pivoting away from a bomb site once they gain enough info. Now we're heading over towards the B direction, and as always, Nev trying to play through it, but this time John.
Oh wait, John. Oh, that's not the play, bro. That's not the play either, bro. John started the match so well, and then you guys just throw it, bro. What the hell was that, Sentinels?
Why is he going far away? It looks like he wants to try to re-wrap through mid. The danger is the spike.
My back itches, but I can't reach it.
For him, so he's going to have to pick up the pace and get really deep towards that site.
Wow, up onto the tube, he's made a bunch of noise. And
Okay, good whiff.
Never change, YZ.
Good whiff, YZ.
Two players over here towards yellow. That's what BLG are working with.
Okay, so we have a 2v3.
Readying a pop off this flash. Russia moves in.
No.
My goodness, again! That is ungodly from Russia. In the mosh pit.
Yeah, this map might be cooked. I'm not gonna lie, this map might be cooked.
Swings out.
Hopefully we go map 3, but I don't know, bro. This map might be a bit cooked. I don't know what Zekken was cooking there. I don't know what Zelsus is doing there.
Zelsus and Zekken.
Like, come on, Zekken.
Overwhelmed by this pace. Zekken is not ready for YZ to be so quick to yellow. Zelsus, as a result, is caught out in the open, and they do well to go 1 for 1, 2 for 2 in that case. Still, they get overwhelmed.
But this really is some serious deja vu from yesterday against Wolves. The team from China starting on attack, hitting crazy shots, running over them mechanically, and it took Sen until the second half to get their heads in the game. But right now, things are getting completely.
If they can get 4 like they did yesterday, I won't be too worried about it, but I'm not sure if they can.
All of the Harbor util deployed. Close placed out a little further into the open. K9 able to get a plunge, despite being a bit more exposed to this. Russia yet again, sharpest attack. Narrate tries to show.
Just another reckoning all.
Zelsus, what are we doing, bro?
They're making great use of this now. Sen really having their Jimmy's
And the wall gets dropped. Yeah, I mean.
Another clean execute. BLG once more commit that reckoning into a half buy. An eco round for Sen just to secure it.
Once again, though, if they can get 4, I'm not too worried about it. If they can get 4.
Only a handful of opportunities for Sentinels left to get into this.
I don't know what Zelsus is doing, bro. Zelsus is tapped out.
Teams are just so overwhelming with their assaults on these sites. 2 is not nearly enough to play with. That just feels like
Billy is no pushover, man. Like I was saying, bro. Billy is not no pushover.
Bang yet to get super involved on this map, and it's a map that I associate with his dominance. His anchoring here is typically fantastic, but just hasn't had opportunities to get things rolling just yet.
See, these are the angles Zekken needs to be playing, bro. He needs to be playing these aggressive angles.
Catching him as he, updrafted onto Tube or part of that high-low swing on A.
But now they're gonna lean towards mid because I think they know the alarm bot's not there. Zelsis is watching it, but he's not gonna be able to deal with all three.
Should be needed unless Zelsis gets flattened here.
I do like this setup from Sen. They have good information across the entire map.
That's a bit suspicious.
With the pit. They've got
We have 3 people in tube.
players coming up to.
This is a bit sus, man. This is scary. Nobody... I mean, the turret has it, but... not if they drop out like this. Yeah, this is gonna be a scary split, bro. Okay! Okay, John! Okay, Sentinels, please do not throw this. And we're already throwing. God damn it, we're fucking throwing. Okay, Killjoy turret for Killjoy ult. Okay, Zelsis. Let's go. Let's go. Good round. Good round. John QT held that down, bro. He held it down. Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. Yeah, that was a good readjustment from John QT.
From the IGL.
Good call to fight mid, boys. Really good job fighting mid. I almost threw, but I'm coding.
Hey, yo, Zekin.
I think self-affirmation is very important part of the tool set for a competitive player.
You know, I'd love to see teams on attack go for the A split. It's very rare, but unfortunately, when you're trying to reinvent the wheel on Icebox, you lose the round. You hate to see
you think they know the snake bite is supposed to land before the shock dart?
Keep on trying. I love to see the attempts.
That was a bit questionable.
It's YZ this time. He's getting up tube very early.
See, now they're gonna try and split B.
Wants to listen out.
They're gonna wait and have YZ. Oh no, Zekin. How is Zekin 10 HP, bruh?
Just some trades.
He's gonna wait for the turret. Okay, never mind. He's not waiting for the turret.
Oh my god. Nonchalant is YZ.
I'm liking this round from Billy right now with YZ fighting this middle area of the map. The rest of the team.
Bro, what are we doing, man?
And I believe they run away out of B main to try and audio queue a pivot. Is Neri gonna catch YZ here? He's trapped between 2 players.
Nice. Okay, but now they're 4v4.
Behind all of his control util.
What ults do we have? We have... Okay, they popped Silva ult. Oh, it just barely missed. Narrate.
A little bit too low. Neither Narrate nor Zelsis affected.
Oh, the re-wrap from mid. Do they expect it? They kind of expect it. The Levius is playing it so patient. Oh, the turret, but how? How are 2 of them dead? One more round, Sentinels. One more round. Please, give me one more round. Just give me one round. That is unfortunate timing. That was unfortunate timing for John. Wow, bro. He actually got spammed. It's not looking too good. I'm gonna be honest. Hold on, let me just make sure. Okay, microphone audio is coming through, but let me lower it a little bit. It seems like it's a bit loud. Oh, I just realized I had this double going. Oh, I'm so sorry, chat. I didn't realize.
This last one, Zelsis going to get more proactive, get down mid. BLG have certainly been sending silent lurks in that area of the map, so hoping to catch someone.
They're pinging Zelsis' location, but the turret's been extracted from that area. Levy's pulled it out.
Seems to be popping the KO early. Okay, good lurk.
Sharp enough peek around the corner.
Good lurk, Zelsis.
That mid control this round.
I love that from Zelsis. This is a really intelligent pivot.
Now they're kind of locked into going A.
Pulling off his A side. Perhaps because of this. The reckoning comes in. Sam's just going to give it up for the time being. Zekin.
Oh, top screens. Do they expect this?
cheeky position to even things up, but
Nice, they do.
Senno's
Well
so
played.
prepared for that. Probably expecting YZ to be up there, to be frank, but they'll be happy to get that kill regardless.
Through the high tide, expect multi-swings on YZ. He's got to get out. Cloudburst away with the paranoia and effect. Roshia, though, again, surely not. He backs up. Takes John QT out of the game and then falls back towards safe position. He gets a second. How is he getting away with this? Levius and YZ now have to fight for this.
Narrate's gonna die. Yeah. Okay, but 2v1. But Zelsis is one.
Zelsis to the rescue. Levius sees one of them, but he
Nice.
can't stop Zelsis.
Nice, we got it. We got it. Nice. Thank you. Thank you. We got 4. We got 4.
Deja vu vibes continue.
We're up. I believe. Do you believe, chat? Because I believe.
The two players that have kept Sen in this game. What can be
Sentinels have so many girlfriends. I'm just now noticing it. Girlfriends? I meant fans. But they have a lot of girl fans. Not really sure why, but alright, we just gotta get... I don't know how this attack half is gonna go since they don't have... any duelists. I feel like it's gonna be a bit chalked. But I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. It's hard to say right now, I can't lie. Alright, we got a minute right now. Waiting for it. Billy is kind of a crazy team though. This is gonna be no pushover match. For sure. It's just... I hope Sunset will go more Sentinel's way because that's kind of their bread and butter, but I don't really know considering... It was their bread and butter before they lost Tens. And before they lost Saucy, but I don't really know how they're looking on it nowadays. It'll be kind of questionable. I don't know. It'll be scary for sure. What's the match after this? Actually, now I'm thinking about it. Paper X versus Gen G. Ooh, that's gonna be a good game to watch. Sadly, I'm not gonna be watching this because I gotta go edit for a little bit. But ooh, and it looks like I'll probably be skipping out tomorrow as well because I don't really care about any of these teams. We'll be back on Wednesday, which, funny enough, is actually my birthday. So you know, we'll probably be streaming for a bit on Wednesday. But let's see what's going on here. Sorry, gotta claim my points, man.
We know that the economy was incredible for Billy over so much of that first half, Wyatt.
I think specifically what's been incredible is YZ. He's taking so many first engagements, either getting a kill or often dying. He is constantly pushing and yet has been able to have a very strong number for this econ report at 68.4. He's dying a lot, taking so many fights, having to rebuy. Yeah, he keeps rebuying.
Yeah, this is gonna be a scary half for Sentinels, I'm not gonna lie.
Now 15 and 8 for him. Most deaths on the team and most kills. That is the most YZ stat line imaginable.
Now the word from Kaplan after Sen's game against Wolves, where they started in a really similar fashion. It was only a 4-round defense side on split, admittedly. He said, we just needed some time to calibrate, but when you lose the pistol and you lose the bonus, you're gonna bleed a fair number of rounds. That's a fairly disastrous way to start a series. See what Sen have for us though on this attack side, which is where obviously they were able to generate some momentum in their last game. With the pistol now, already early push up from Billy.
And YZ is already pushed up. Okay, good right click though. You can't hate on the Sentinel's right click. That thing is busted, bro. Trust. It has undescribable aura. Zelsis has lurked up A. Oh, Neff actually got one. He got Narrate. Narrate has not been able to play this match, I'm not gonna lie. It's quite unfortunate for him. This is still a little too quiet. Hold on, let me see here. Seems to be a bit too quiet. Let me turn it up a little. There we go.
coming both sides of the map.
That, well, gets swung on. K9's the one that precipitates that action. He is very exposed in that spot. Here's Russia. He also
Okay, good
pretty
kills.
exposed and on his own.
Fellas, we're getting a little bit too silly with these peaks right now. Sen are exploiting that overextension and aggression from
Did they clear back sight? No, don't let him get another.
I love the way he's playing this. The movement is sick.
Oh, it's cooked. He's gonna get shot in the back. Yeah.
There is Neff to come to the rescue. That could have gone awfully wrong for BLG. What a tale of two teams in that round. Firstly, individuals out in the open getting picked off, and then Levius 3 kills from.
How does that happen, bruh?
That is diabolical.
That was buttery smooth movement. He's breaking ankles. They don't know which side to look on. He's just taking
30 seconds. One enemy remaining.
Look at how he's able to isolate players with 3 of them staring at him.
Neff says, all right, you've done most of the work. I'll come through and...
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this map is not gonna go Sentinel's way.
Zen desperately needed a pistol here to get something going. No force here, though, in the anti-eco. Pistols, and Neff says,
Yeah, I think they're just ready to go Sunset. I'm not gonna lie. Narrate still can't play the game.
Gets away with it again. But of course, this is just Sen on all classics. Pretty standard way to take yellow there. We're going to probably see that a couple more times in this half, where you have Zekin teleport across, basically pseudo jet, while that flash comes through from John.
Neff trying to see what he can find. YZ from
What the hell? Yeah, okay. I'm not really sure what we were cooking there, but...
And he'll have himself a DPC here because, of course, we love Reckoning. Great ability.
I gotta say, the anti-ecos from Billy this game have been great. They are hardly taking any damage at all. A couple in the first half, they were committing the Reckoning to do it. They were so many kills. He just kept cycling through those. It felt like it didn't even matter.
He missed the right click.
In this state where they are,
Only one bullet landed.
Sen had to eco several times in that first half. You see it on the timeline. They're not able to string anything together. Billy were just chilling the entire time. They even won the bonus on the first half. They don't take any of the upgraded rifles on that initial.
I'm yawning, Sentinels.
Same case here.
It's supposed to be a good game, bro. You got me yawning over here.
Sentinels need a clean first gun round here against Billy. Otherwise, things get awkward. Snake quite here to dissuade any early aggression.
I just don't know how I feel about this.
Right, we'll wait this one out.
No, Jet's gonna get one. Narrate's not gonna be able to play the round.
Holding on to it as well.
Okay, well, he got a kill. He was able to play a little bit.
With the Spectre as well, and now they want to double up play back yellow. They have been spotted out by the 0 points. Nice little cascade to play on.
The blind didn't hit, but...
Ability to support, to these anchors.
Slowly, Billy giving up this map control, but they're always forcing Sen to part with their util in order to do so. Very expensive advancement for Sen across the map here.
Zelsis is hoping to be on his Neff going through tube. Hoping to have as much impact as the Viper did on the...
It's almost like they know he's here. Or at least have a feeling.
They're actually...
I don't know.
The players going through kitchen.
Wait, they think it canceled. Okay.
And it's nice when you have those additional dark covers as well. You can cover up, obscure that angle.
Oh, Zelsis. This round is up to you, bro. It's up to you, man.
Surely has heard this.
It's just so tough because that KJ turret's there.
So Zelsis hasn't been able to be effective in this position outside of just radioing back some of this information.
Look at that second.
Oh, good smoke.
Get by undetected.
Maybe it's taken down here. Second, playing from yellow.
Nah, now we just wait for Zelsis.
Got 3 guns in the game still. K-Knight needs to find a way to extract them. Maybe take Bank first. But it's a big ass and Zelsis finally.
Whoa!
He's in the action.
All right.
On her way.
Zelsis, your lurk wasn't as beneficial as we thought it was, but it was something.
When the climb begins.
If nothing, it was info. It was info that was very much needed. I feel so bad for Narrate. He's like hardly been able to play this match. Good spam.
Get that intuitive timing on spam through for another player to swing.
Something sort of indicates to Billy that they need to rotate off that B side after they throw.
Is that Captain Crunch?
Just cut noise and wait.
Like the cereal? What is going on there?
Awkward spot in the end when it comes to the side hit. They allow for a plant. Here's round 16 for you.
Early 0 point thrown from John over towards Pipes, which is going to be very common because YZ will love to just stand up there, activate the dash.
They switched up their turret.
Oh my god, again, Neff.
Good shot, Zekin. They switched up their turret on Billy though. Instead of putting it boiler and having it get smoked off, they kind of copied Zelsis. Oh wait, you guys can't see that because I have my camera on it. But instead of putting it boiler, they put it on kitchen. Zelsis got his though. That's what matters.
And Sen have a pretty heavy-handed post-plant scenario now. And now I think Billy say
I think Billy probably save here.
That was nice from Zelsis, just able to.
Yeah, they're gonna save.
Drone. And again, this is another round where he gets a lot of information over towards A, because Billy, they are so far pushed up.
Yeah, they're gonna go ahead and save,
which is pretty wild. And so he just knows that, hey, the rest of you just go on into B. It's either light or free at this point. I mean, most likely light. You know, little one anchor playing far back, spam angle through Snowman, something like that. And so they're happy to just take that site for free yet again.
A bunch of questions about, John moving into this more initiator-focused role. Some people speculated that after the Teo nerfs he'd move back, but he said, I feel it's much easier for me to call a macro game when I'm not lurking on the other side of the map playing Sentinel, much like Zelsis is in this round. Because I kind of want to be in the initiator shoes, I'm comfortable in this role, and I have a much better handle on both the micro and macro aspects of the game where I can play with the body of the team.
Yeah, nice to be able to have that utility to set up.
Understandable. It's kind of hard to IGL from a lurking standpoint, because really the whole point of a lurk is just to pass information to an IGL.
Do so. Actually with the glass.
What is this lineup? Where's that going?
And has another record, so perhaps that could be enough to win this half.
Okay, I guess we just don't know where that lineup's going, but I think it went kitchen.
Should be studied.
That was disgusting.
Maybe it went boiler. I can't tell.
Kind of enveloped by
I don't know where it went.
On A, and no hurry to leave for now, but this Aldrone is likely going to reveal at least Zekin.
Okay, they know Zekin's there.
So they know the Omen is there. On B, tentatively Senna starting to probe this part of the map, and Neff has to find a timing sort of to swing out.
This is scary. Oh no, bang shot.
Falling back. Billy are happy to be stacked.
Wait, they're gonna walk. They're gonna walk. Oh no, John. I feel like John should have held that for a bit longer.
Actually going to back up on A. They are really working the map right now. With Neff pulling away from B, Senna found a good time to
Do they hear all of this?
Likely will be snipped out by Billy pretty darn quickly.
Not really. They didn't hear it.
They'll get to B pretty quickly as a result. This Viper's wall, though, will be a factor and in play. 30 seconds left. Narrate's looking to try and
Yeah, they gotta wait out this util to plant.
And in fact, if time gets low enough, they might want to use this Reckoning if they can stop the Wingman.
What is happening? I can't see.
And John and Bang get to work. Oh, buddy, blink and you miss it. Billy try and interrupt the plant midway through.
What just happened? I didn't even see the round.
Deleted from the server. John is turning up another 3K. I think that's his third of the game so far. Deny that half bite, deny any value for the Reckoning, which is ultimately just thrown out the window now. Pop flash.
Okay, so John blinded through there, got 2.
I love how John
Bang pushed towards danger.
Set up teammates as an IQ, but also when you're in this KO role in a deepest listen column, you're one of the most active entry players in the second, and there are going to be a lot of moments where you're going to want to take time and swinging through Viper walls.
We see just how these very
I don't know what just happened. Billy calling their first time out.
Play forward for that space in the post plant, get through their own Viper wall, take some of those engagements. Billy have to call a timeout here because Senna, they're doing the thing they've been doing, right? The whole only get 4 rounds on defense and then lay it on thick on the other side of the map. And this is Sentinels who
I'm still not quite sure if they win this map, to be honest. I just kind of have a feeling that Sentinels probably lose this map, but if they're warmed up enough for Sunset, I think that's what will matter the most. Because if they win Sunset, then we'll go to map 3, and I'm pretty confident in their Lotus, I'm not gonna lie.
That's something that they can bring into the fold heading forward, and they are gonna do so. That's YZ picking it up. We'll see what they opt to do with this setup. Super common to just do something like, hey, get your Jet Opera to watch B main. Everybody else go stack towards that A side.
They don't have an Aldrone Sentinels to force that up, but Dizzy can have a similar effect. YZ is glass cannon here. So he probably has to be a little bit cognizant of that. Strong wind would blow him over.
Try and take this mid-cross, which is going to be... Oh my god, okay!
We just said it! Not the kind of caster curse I'm
Okay,
sure
trade for trade, but still, how did Bang know?
Down through the smoke, and that's a high value kill that Sen got.
And now they've immediately shifted towards A, and it's completely open.
From Levius hearing the teleport, swinging out to even things.
Oh, this KJ ult is gonna go big if he places it down.
Drops. The lockdown is placed.
And they got nothing to destroy it, really.
Just get out.
They're just gonna wait.
Hoping to just get a spam kill before retreating out of it. They will play this safe.
There are, amidst this, getting Neff in a backstab position, but he's spotted out by the turret and actually has to call a cancel on that. Narrates in the side. Here comes a Viper's Pit now from Sentinels to shore things up. K-Knight swings out.
Oh, good shot. John.
Finds his one. Rushi, though, has been very, very dangerous in situations not unlike this one. Zelsis knew this
Nice, Zelsis.
Turret got broken about 10-15 seconds ago, and he knew Narrates.
Oh!
Okay.
Oh, he just barely saw him.
Now Levius credited with that first kill of the round on Zekin. This is just too much to expect.
Nice, nice. Well played, Sentinels, man. Well played. I still don't know how Bang got that kill in mid. That's kind of crazy. He just spammed it. That is so unlucky for YZ.
With the bow split, it's just that simple sometimes.
You don't mess with
He's also again with that awareness too to watch the flank. He is playing a great map right now. Really impressed by him.
Trying to
very
flank
smart,
on me?
more than anything.
Trying to flank on me?
Command on deck here for Sentinels.
Zelsis. Zelsis is mad funny.
There's going to be someone eco around here. Neff going for that Guardian. Early high tide here just to cover that A side of the map as Billy looked to...
Man, I'm hungry. I can't lie.
Bets through mid and B instead.
I'll tell you, Billy
But I don't really... I don't know.
Some of these ultimates out on this round. So when they get to the
I'm gonna
next
go get some grapes or something.
The advantage in terms of the ult economy with K-Knight being one away. Still holding onto their lockdown as well.
I might get some grapes on the halftime.
Billy have no current information about the A side of the map. So the Aldrone...
Or while we're waiting for the second match, I should say.
K-Knight needs to get an idea of the movements of Sentinels, and they've got a bit of info here. Bladestorm's at the ready for YZ. The timing looks pretty good.
Okay, got a tag. YZ already on the flank, though. Oh. No knives.
Tries to crouch and spray. It's no good.
Oh, Sentinels are kind of crunched here.
Long range Dead Frenzy. Not going to do a whole lot. I mean, I like John using no command to turn those knives off.
No, it just turned off, too.
Still, YZ is in that flanking position.
Nice. Nice. That was kind of the main threat there.
What a time to do it. Levius again, the last
the defender, KJ. Wait, the turret! Let's go. Let's go.
Turn around or doing something after the turret kill.
Sometimes you forget that turret's there, bro. Sometimes the turret...
Like I said, all right, they get
turret be your worst nightmare sometimes, I can't lie.
Because they want to ensure that YZ can't do anything on the flank with the Bladestorm after he kills Bang. And frankly, that did end up mattering.
I was really worried about YZ, but...
Probably would have gotten a kill with the Bladestorm, but only had the Frenzy as that secondary. As expected.
Get that soundbite in there. Make sure we don't miss that one.
Okay, what a interesting soundbite there.
To give that space up as K-Knight's looking for a Hunter's Fury. Lights him up and sees nothing. Not a damn thing.
Somehow they managed to dodge that. I have no idea how.
Of course, catch Narrate there after he uses the Thrash. That is not the case, and Narrate should be able to recover.
Well, yeah, I just realized Sentinels are doing this with no Sova, too.
Tried that. Last time was when
I mean, they have a KO, but still.
Defense. Zekin is, look at him, entrenched here in mid. Also, has his ultimate available. Where are we headed?
Is he gonna TP in that smoke? That'd probably be a bad idea.
Time on the flanks, waiting to see if anyone is going to push out Thrash, clearing out.
Okay, we TP'd the yellow. We got YZ, but we don't know where the rest of the team is.
I think they're gonna try and fight this anyway. YZ, he's recovered. Yeah,
oh, in the smoke. He's disappeared.
Zekin has gotten deep, but YZ has a chance to pop out here, and Zelsis is not ready for it. There's a gap in the net. Zekin, though, himself is the catapult.
Oh, no!
Get away. The Reckoning deployed. And BLG able to catch him out.
Oh God. Zekin, where are you trying to go with that, bro? I feel like he should have just kept his gun out.
That was almost so clutch from Zekin. Just didn't know
Big
exactly
bro.
where he wanted to teleport, waited one.
You grabbing green or red grapes? Green, obviously. There's such a thing as red grapes? I didn't even know that was a thing, to be honest. I've always had green grapes.
Very crucial, 2 versus 1.
YZ was able to slip through. We get 2 kills on that retake. I think Zelsus is just not ready to see a Bilibili player come from there.
I mean, I would imagine green is better.
Like that. Awkward.
Yo, where's my co-host?
Does he want to just use this on B straight away? No, he doesn't. Expecting maybe there's going to be a Dizzy with.
Why is my co-host watching stream but not watching with me? This is kind of cooked, especially because you ditched me for Rust yesterday.
In this context, is the Viper Spit over in the B side.
What will Sentinels do here? If they kill YZ here, A side is completely open.
Sentinels though still
I told you I was doing both, bruh. Yeah, but I wasn't about to sit there and listen to Rust comms the whole time while I'm trying to talk over a Valorant game.
Called due to that from Bilibili. All of the players stacked towards B, even with the Viper's Pit.
I wasn't about to deal with you guys being like, comms, bro, comms.
You know, this comp that they have, it is lacking a tool to really effectively deal with getting through a pit.
I mean, they've shifted towards A, but what does YZ do here? Oh, no, he didn't get one. Now would be the time. Push this advantage. But now they're scared because of the Viper wall. This is scary.
30 seconds left.
The whole team's here, though. This is going to be chaotic as hell. Okay, Zekin gets one, but oh my god, Bilibili got 3. Zekin got another. Oh, it's cooked. Yeah, that's cooked.
3 for the harbor. Map point for Bilibili.
It's been a great effort for Sen to come back on this second half. But
fair enough, valid.
Bilibili are looking like they're going to.
Anyways, you trying to join now? Or are you just watching my stream? Either one's cool.
They've still got more rounds to push things further. They are playing so well. It was dangerous from YZ's point of view.
Who is this Pope guy? Why is he dressed like the Pope? I'm gonna just watch your stream because I'm not gonna be on for that long. Alright, it's all good. Sentinels call a timeout here. Trying to go OT. I'm still not sure if Sentinels get this map, to be honest. I'm just messing with stuff on Roblox and changing siege settings, then I need to run some errands. Is the siege thing out today? Or is that tomorrow?
That situation made it virtually unrecoverable, especially with Bilibili flooding back in as they did. So last time out here for Sentinels, a good run back, reminiscent again, I'm going to say it, of their game against Wolves, but this time Bilibili...
Nah, it's tomorrow, I'm just getting it ready. What do you mean you're getting it ready? Like you're going to download Siege and then... Or did you already download it?
That might be the only difference, because Wolves almost ran it back, but they just couldn't at the very end. They didn't give themselves that.
Why is Neon dancing on the big screen?
Let's get loud for round number 22s. Bilibili trying to close this out. Sen trying to hang on.
Hey, that was way better. That was way better than yesterday, bro. I remember the caster was like, Toronto, you're still with us? It was dead silent. I downloaded Siege last night. I just need to do all my settings. Oh, good luck with that one, bro. I need to re-download Siege, but... I don't know if it would save my settings or not. Also, how are you doing your settings? Are you just looking up a guide? Oh, whoa, what is YZ doing? This is scary, bro. Why are we trying to fight this, Sentinels? I feel like we should just leave. Probably, yeah. Wait, which one? You're just gonna look up a video?
No respect for Bilibili here.
Okay, Sentinels are leaving. This is good. I'm still not sure they get this map. Look up a video. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
It's just the alarm bot over there from Levius to get the information if Sen are going to push up. He also ran out just.
Are you gonna play?
Everyone's here. 0 point moves back. B. It's gonna be a flash for second.
Or wait, no. You said you were gonna run some errands. How long is your errands?
K9 does have that
Recon Dart available, so...
Does Kano just have...
Because I mean, after this, I'm probably just gonna edit for a bit, edit some TikToks.
Oh god, he's still holding that line.
Oh no, Zelsis is gonna get picked here.
To trap and K-Knight from the rafters hangs, it doesn't matter.
Oh my god, Zelsis read it like a fucking book. And wait, look at this fake.
Convince them that they have to go back to this A site center.
Wait, this is a crazy fake. It's all good. Because now they can just take B. And Zelsis got his, so it's a 4v4.
Trades his life out, he's done his job for now.
Now the real question is, what do they have for post? What do we have for post? I'm looking at the wrong side. We have John's Molly, Bang's Molly. We have a blind. We have 2 blinds and a flash from KO. Oh, this is gonna be scary. Oh no, Zekin. Narrate can't fucking see. GG's. Yeah, GG's. All good. All good. I kind of had a feeling that they wouldn't get the map, to be honest. But now we'll have to see how Sentinels go. I really just need to go grocery shopping. And after I get home, I'm probably going to fix up any mistakes in my video, just clean it up so that when I upload it tonight, it's good. Okay, gotcha. So wait, does that mean you're not going to play Siege today?
299 ACS for YZ, not too shabby at all. A strong start for Billy. Much to discuss about this map. For that, we head to a break, come back, we'll talk some shop.
Okay, we're on a break.
It's time. Are you ready to rumble?
Oh my god.
A lot of frustration from Sentinels. I mean, I might play one game to test settings before Aaron's. Okay. But besides that, I'm gonna just wait for tomorrow. Gotcha. Alright, let me guess. We're gonna get some ads here. Yeah. Let me just mute that. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. I was just wondering. Because I'd probably be down to play, but it'd probably be after your airings. Or who's all playing. Do we have a full 5-stack plan for tomorrow, or who's all playing? I have no fucking clue. I know Snipes and Levi want to play, and then probably me and you, but you can't 4-stack, I don't think, in Siege. I don't think you can. I don't know, it's been a long time since I've played Siege. What is this? What is this ad that they're running? We need a 5th on gun. Good luck. A lot of people don't like Siege. 70+ million. What is this? Oh, Esports World Cup. I remember hearing about that. Yeah, I don't know who would be our 5th, to be honest. I don't know who else plays Siege. Oh wait, we have an interview. What's going on here?
And also by Jackson. Lewis, where are you coming from here? China. China to cheer for...
Food's here, but your phone's there. What's more important than your education,
Alright, man, I didn't want to watch the interview. It's fine. Yeah, just fuck me, I guess. I didn't fucking want to watch it. My bad. But yeah, I don't know who would be a 5th. I don't... Like, unless Autumn is, like, really down bad, but she'll probably just play, like, Overwatch or something. Maybe Bung, but I don't even know if he has Siege. Honestly, I have no idea. I don't think Bung has Siege. Yeah, I don't think he does either. Maybe Liam, but I don't know how he feels about Siege. He was never really a big Siege player, even back in the day. But real quickly, while this ad is running, I think I'm gonna go grab some grapes. I'll ask Autumn and Liam. Alright, for shizzle, for shizzle. Alright, hold on. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab some grapes, chat. Oh, we're back. Why is the Pope blessing me? What did I just walk back into? We got some grapes, chat.
And Mel, another slow start for Sen, but this time
Oh, hey, Mel's back on the desk. What we thinking about the grapes, chat?
I think we're seeing what could have happened yesterday.
Oh.
Where Sentinels does lose that.
They look a bit small to me, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think they were ripe enough.
Billy with some phenomenal plays, insane highlights.
But you know,
Yeah, I mean,
had to get the
throughout
green.
The entire map, it was just a complete show. Obviously, Wisey is going to come out looking incredible, but Russia again on this harbor is just looking insane on this map. Both times
We
now,
up. Yes, sir, man.
Have played Icebox in this tournament. Him and Wisey
Grapes
put
are
up
fire,
an
bro.
Identical performance. It's nuts.
One of my
I also wanna
favorite
give a
fruits,
shout
I'm
out
not
to
gonna lie.
As well, I feel like both of the controller players on BLG just stood out and really impressed me because there were so many highlights, so many rounds where it looked like Sen had a good idea of what to do. There's a round where they're holding a one-way high-low. Russia just jumps in and two taps both of them. There's early in the half, Neff especially was dominating.
Is it? I know I'm overreacting, but might be my favorite Harbor player of all time after the 2 times I've seen him here on Icebox. And I'm
Yo,
glad
chat.
you mentioned that 2K. We have it here.
Look at
as
this
the
small-ass
highlight
grape, bro.
moment of the day. This is against.
This is what I'm talking about.
What are you supposed to do?
I don't think it was ripe.
Banged us.
I don't know.
Jumping over the one-way. Usually, you're the guy, you're just trying to break the crosshair, and the person behind you gets the trade. But this is the first shot because the movement, and then 2 headshots is just insane.
I mean, how frustrating has this gotta be for
Oh my
Sentinels?
God,
They're making
Kaplan
the right
watched
play.
it.
They're holding a one-way.
He said this guy just jumped through a one-way, one-tapped him.
Doesn't even know how to
Bro
react.
bought baby grapes. Bro, I didn't buy them.
To 5 Harbor ults.
We do like the order thing,
I don't think I've ever seen that.
where like you just order,
No, and
then they'll bring it out to your car.
What a good job he was doing fragging out. They're also
And this is what the lady brought.
plants consistently. Like that was the game plan. Just get
I don't know, bro. They fucking scammed us low key.
Some of that game plan on their first half, and because they managed to build up a very nice lead.
So the thing is, I really liked how BLG.
Oh, we get a
works
breakdown
and
here.
communicated on a cross map based off what Neff was doing. I want to zoom in on the map here and just look at the early info that they're getting. You're going to see this KO knife go over into B main initially, and then there's also this big fight with a drone that clears out all 3 players on the A site from Sentinel. So then BLG decide, okay, we're going to call over into the B hit. It's a 2-3 split right now, and we're just going to leave Neff, sorry, not Neff, to hang out over in this area and get the lurk down for a moment. But this information is going to come in crucially. There's a flash over. Do you see that out of the KO? KO has rotated from B and is going to flash on that line. And all of a sudden, that's 4 players spotted on the A side of the map. Footsteps are heard rotating away. And Wisey, who loves to fight forward on sites, gets that info call. There's only 1 player on the B site. So he goes for the push, gets that kill. And what it does is it opens up this huge amount of threat. Wisey now could be anywhere. Good luck, Sen. You're not winning this round.
Oh, good luck, Sen, indeed. But let's take a look and see what.
Hey, but
Kaplan
Sunset
has
is
to
up
say.
next, all right? Stop doubting on my goats, okay?
Here with Coach Kaplan. Now, Kaplan, you told us yesterday facing the Wolves that you guys needed a little bit more of time to really put your finger on the pulse of your opponents. Do you feel like that was what was happening today as well?
Today, definitely my less preferred way of losing. I think we're losing to ourselves.
Does Kaplan have his ears pierced? Or like, were they gauged or something? You see that hole?
And we just got to clean it up. It was getting there, just a little too late. So just got to keep it going.
All right, so pick it up, get your head in the game. All right, thank you very much, and good luck.
Thank you.
Well, the good news is we are moving on to
Yeah, boy, now we got Sunset.
And Mel, this is where we want to see them go, right? Onto Sunset. But I guess the burning question with every map we've seen so far.
Man, nobody likes playing Pearl.
It's always a question with the Sentinels roster, but I'm so excited to see them onto Sunset. I mean, the historical name at this point, Sunset, is a real thing. They were dominant on this map. One of the best teams in the world.
Sunset.
Dominant with John on Cypher.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? They have not played Sunset in 2025. Now, this team did play Sunset in 2024 when they were putting this roster together, but it has been a long time since we've actually seen them work out on this map.
I don't think they've played Sunset since Tens and Sassy. Am I wrong?
They played at off-season tournaments when they had the new
We're
roster.
not counting Sen City Classic.
Hey, that's a real tourney.
We're not counting
Valid
Sen
tournaments.
City. We're not counting that. But I mean, even okay, what did he play in that tournament? Was it still the Cypher?
Yinsu is technically right. They haven't played it since
the breach next to Neri.
Tens and Saucy were on the roster. I was talking about it earlier,
I
but
think we're just really gonna have to put our thoughts of the John QT Sentinel.
and especially with the Cypher nerfs, I'm kind of curious if they'll be able to do that.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Also, why is my microphone so fucking loud?
Already, and
What's going on here?
The thought was they could have countered some of the icebox stuff.
Am I too close to my microphone?
Sunset Sen could potentially abuse here.
I think so. I think Sen can really take them off guard because one, we have no idea what their Sunset looks like. There's no footage. We don't even know what comp they're running. So I think there's an ample opportunity here for Sentinels to bring back this series and push us to a map 3 with the element of surprise.
Do you know what time Siege X is tomorrow?
John played the KO on the last
No,
map,
but I can probably look it up.
Sentinels were sort of
Let me see here.
at the start of last year on Sunset. They were a big KO team. They did pivot away from that.
When does
eventually.
Siege X come
But
out?
I'm wondering if there's an element of like comfort there with like the old playbook.
It just
that
says
John was
June
coming up
10th.
with and a lot of those KO lineup ideas.
Yeah, and as we take a look at the live agent select, there's been a couple of pretty fast lock-ins here. And
What's going on
there
here?
will be a
Oh.
Cypher, but Mel
Neon!
Yep. Those
We got
days
some
I feel are
neons.
behind us and long gone, but this is interesting. I really like having Zekin on Neon. I feel like it's such a staple agent for him. He's hit so many iconic clips on the agent, and I think Sentinels is really good at building up behind him and helping him get those entries.
Yeah, I think it'll be a really
I don't know how I feel about this, but
as well, especially
alright, this is an article from Ubisoft right here.
a little bit slowed down.
And-
right? You know, he's gonna have a lot of explosive power.
It says 7 a.m. PDT.
Uber and Wire. Let's see why they decided to debut their Sunset.
Now let me see. What is PDT?
Too little, too late. Those are the
PDT
words
time
that come
is
from that
Pacific
halftime
time.
interview. We see what he's saying.
And
Sentinels again, a
right now
slow
for
start in the
Pacific
first match
time,
of their
it is
series today.
10:15, so they're an hour behind me. So for me,
Enough on Icebox.
it'll be going down, or maintenance start time will be at 8 a.m. for me. And it says the maintenance time is estimated to be an hour and a
I
half.
found that to be bizarre. This was, as the desk were mentioning, their
Oh no,
map last year.
did I exit out the wrong thing? No, I didn't. Okay, we're all good.
Win record, all time 17-6.
2 hours behind you? Yeah, so about 9 a.m. for you is when it'll start.
Series perhaps can keep it in the tuck and go up against a Billy Gaming who they were able to watch. This is where they beat Liquid the
What the
other
hell?
day to get into this position in this match.
Why'd it look like that?
And going to be relying on the information that they were able to glean from that affair.
The last time Billy
All right,
won
Sentinels on
playoffs,
defense.
It was to beat a North American team to do so. It
What is this camera spot?
was quite some time ago, though.
My eyes are Wait, that's kind of a crazy
On the other side
cam.
of this map for your attack side team.
How
folks.
did he
They already
do
headed over
that?
to A. Sen not really in attendance.
On that roster, that was still YZ, K Knight. They know what it takes to get to that position in the bracket.
What is this 3-man flank already?
Catches a beautiful timing, while the rest of the players swing from mid for the distraction. Lovely.
He was waiting for that. He knew, of course, there'd be contact taken by
What
his
the fuck
top
are we
mid
doing,
teammates.
Sentinels?
Tank onto Zelsis, 13 HP. Backboba doubling up with John, who has a full kit, but no players to actually use it with.
Shock dart, that's dangerous. Definitely threatening to someone like Zelsis. Now, gonna swing out there, taken down. K-Knight is quite low as his Levius. We're in a post plant though, so Sen just
I mean, YZ probably gets both here.
We'll wait for the relay bolt to pave the way in any slide.
Yeah.
Easy as you like. Forget about buying a Val. Can Sen buy a pistol?
It might be cooked, chat.
But I just love what BLG are able to do there.
It might be a bit
Navigating
cooked.
all of that space, the walk down and flanking into tiles. And that's the thing that takes that fight.
I don't know why nobody's holding this.
Staying caught with util out.
Is that an EDG classic?
Second, I believe. That is so well played. So simple, but so well done.
And again, gets Billy off to a hot start here on Sunset. Already saw this against Team Liquid. It went close. 13-10 result for them. We may not see Lotus if they keep this up. Already over towards B. Checking for trapwires. None are present.
Okay, they're
There's gonna be
out,
a
but
counter pushing
Sentinels
coming out
all
of
shift over to market.
Spike planted. planted.
Just gonna go fast retake. I don't know about this one.
Russia though, ready to
Yeah.
receive from Zek and just cut down before he can really land any sort of damage.
This seems cooked.
That's just gonna push this. Says, oh well, let's just see what's on the other side of tomorrow.
Sorry, I'm trying to finish my grapes quickly.
Easy as you like. Pretty cheap, straightforward bonus. Russia
So I can
even
get
had a
back to
front
talking
round
about the
this round.
match.
This is continuing the theme of Billy Gaming winning all the positions.
All right, great, all done.
Having clean anti-egos. They are not, and what's crazy is they're running at them. But despite that, they're not giving guns away.
Can you see that kill trip? I wonder if Sentinels noticed that yet.
Whatsoever. That has kept them, as we saw on Icebox, just able to consistently buy.
Okay, another slow start for Sentinels. Definitely don't want to let this one fall by the wayside though. On Icebox they gave up the bonus and it really came back to hurt them. Why is he forced off that line though? Fault line.
Okay.
Paranoia came out to meet him.
Look at this fast pivot though.
Oh, you missed.
They're right into mid. And all of a sudden there's so much pressure on Zelsis. Oh, Borussia.
Okay.
On the teleport. What a snap.
Okay.
Good shot.
Okay.
And so the round ends as quickly as it began.
Let's fucking go.
Really commit heavy to market and are
Let's
stopped in their
go.
tracks.
John is feeling it today.
John has been on one today. So many multi-kills. A bunch of 3Ks on Icebox. The adjustment onto the slide from YZ.
Beautifully done. I mean, they are.
Now we just need the rest of the team to lock in.
In market, in fairness, Zelsis had paved the way.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie though.
With 4 assists.
Talking about Siege X,
So
I started playing Black Ops 6 again
realize perhaps
to get ready for Black Ops 7, and I think my goal is to try and hit Master Prestige before Black Ops 7 comes out.
They have slowed things down.
Which I think is probably possible, because I'm like Prestige 8, I think. 8 or 7.
Push up mid, maybe go left. They do now break the tripwire. It was
Good luck, bro. I'm not going to like 1,000 levels, I'll tell you that right now. I just want to get the Master Prestige icon, that's all I want.
who's been happy to.
I don't even care if I'm like level 56, and that's it.
all the BLG are going to be here. Does Zek have a way of getting out scot-free?
I ain't about to do a whole 1,000 levels. Okay, good shit. Oh! Zekin, get out! Zekin, get out! Please, please, my butt cheeks. I can't be clenched this hard. Oh my god, he went back in!
You know, I think I'll take some more. And there's John. Up to 8 kills for those keeping track. And Russia cowering in the smoke. Spike loose and in front of main. He's tucked on the corner now, at least in the position to punish
Okay,
John, so he does.
it's all good.
Narrate, though, will
All
push him to
good.
bed.
He only gets one. All good. Oh my god. Zekin makes my butt cheeks clench. Pause. Wait a minute.
He was using in main was perfect.
Not what I meant.
Beautiful beyond play.
Just like his plays are crazy, bro. It scares me.
Teleport across, but he's able to slide out of the
You guys
way.
want to join me,
Fast
or?
lane to
Oh, I'm
get
up there.
out.
Don't
That
worry,
was
I'm on the board.
Beautiful. That was smooth from Zeki.
John with license to chirp at his teammates, having amassed a massive 8 kill total so far, and a rolling thunder built up pretty quickly. Love to see those kills funneled into the initiators early.
Oh wow, look at the Sova dart.
Ready with an Alchemist.
Kind of a crazy dart.
Zelsis is playing in the site here.
They use these multiple, reconnaissance.
I mean, yeah, that's gonna
really
get...
close to B main. Second, 2 shots to.
Okay,
3
Zekin gets
easy
2.
Kills.
Bang wants a bit of the action too. Nobody's come knocking. Have you heard the good word of our Lord and Savior, the Send?
That was scary.
Back away, still no action. This is Billy knocked down to a pretty anemic kind of buy. Grouping up for this foray on their last gambit here for this round number 5.
Is Russia actually
Go to
gonna...
the box and they cover the smoke, but drops off that instantly. And as
Yeah,
expected,
I mean...
spam does come in his direction.
What was the point of that?
Sentinels, they are already have.
Oh, I like this angle from Bang, I can't lie.
Nice double face to deny.
This is a tens angle.
Coming through elbow. Bang in the perfect position for that double face.
I gotta lock my chair, I'm like leaning too far back.
Link was smoked up and Bang, yeah, of course,
Oh,
near his own.
no way he doesn't get one.
Narrate might want to prowler out here. Russia was right in the way.
Oh, somehow dodged the tether.
But because of the threat of the C's coming in.
Finally, though, they do stick it. Oh, not sorry, Knight got off the last second again. Okay, we have a plan. Second thinking about it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Celsius had his 6. Backing him up as Roshiro Knight caught out in the open. Levy is now at risk of being turned into Swiss cheese.
I mean, this is impossible. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I was like, that's so impossible. I don't know how bro gets away with doing anything there.
That's 2 fully flawless round wins now.
How did Zekin get the 2? Oh, he's just peeking. Okay, my bad.
Just even the silly movement into the fault line so Celsius can get the freest kills. This is going to demand
Who is that?
timeout call from Coach Bale of BLG.
Unless they have like, man, that would suck. Imagine going to an event and you just have to stand the whole time. That would suck. I'm not gonna lie. You should probably refund your tickets.
Really nice. They're elegant. We start to see them lose their edge though in the rounds that follow.
Billy call a timeout, I think.
Sentinels, 2 flawless rounds back to back means they're pretty inoculated against the volatility of going up against the Chinese teams in the next few rounds. Big Banks, Rolling Thunder, Overdrive there for Zekin. But Billy might want to create something around his Hunter's Fury and his Null Command. They've got both of their Initiator ultimates at the ready.
Yeah, this round 6 is going to be pivotal for BLG.
I mean, I guess you can stand if you're like,
Initiator ultimates
if you want to be close to them, because it seems like they have it pretty close. It'd be interesting to see how packed this arena gets once it becomes like playoffs. If they stay in the same arena. Usually they switch arenas between playoffs and Swiss stage. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see about that one.
They run into that Cypher setup. They're absolutely denied. And as you said, these B main fights have been played well by Sen so far.
I'm a dip now. All right. Appreciate you stopping by, Daniel. If you feel obligated to, because we might be going to map 3 when you get back. I might still be here, so you know, if you want to come back, you're always welcome. And YZ just got the most random lucky kill. I'll let you know. All right, for shizzle. Good luck on your errands.
I'm not so sure, but that double stack top mid for Sen is punished. And they've lost their fade util, so they really lack the mechanism with which to get this mid-round info and to set up their re-clears.
Okay.
Now flying blind to some degree, whereas Billy, of course...
Wait, we're playing Sova on Sunset. I just realized that. We have a Sova and a KO on Sunset. Interesting. I don't know how I feel about that one. No breach?
But really obnoxious, close right angle. So as far as Sen know, Billy could be postured all the way up towards A right now.
Good setup.
Able to collect 2 in this mid fight.
And they immediately got the breach stun off, ready to go. Yeah. Yeah, that was too fast. Oh. The solo ult is crazy. The solo ult is crazy.
Zekin's there with the overdrive 2 and a neural theft.
30 seconds
It's going to tell them everything they need to know that the spike is en route to A.
Maybe hoping to get a bit more with that Rolling Thunder if Billy had already gone into the site, but they'll be content with just isolating another kill to extend the man advantage of this round.
Do they expect surely they expect YZ to be in spawn.
Right now, Rusha call with the utility in hand.
Surely they expect it now. Yeah, well, I mean, now they know.
Fast lane thrown up here, paranoia in
He does have ult. He could try and rip it.
Hit with a fault line.
Oh, that's unlucky. Yeah, no, I feel like Sentinels are gonna... Oh, wait, okay. I thought that was the diffuser. I'm not gonna lie. Nice. Good shit. Good shit, Zekin. Good shit.
Wisely's just going for the madman maneuvers at the end. This was a 5v4. This was a free kill from him at the top of the round.
That's dude, Narrate is not getting able to play the map. It kind of sucks for him, but he is just not being able. Call it unlucky, but Narrate and Bang are kind of sleeping this map. Not even this map, this match. I don't know, they can't. Oh, how did he get away with that?
Bang not in position. And here comes that null command now. Sen stuck to scramble on the
side. Oh no, it's cooked. Oh, it's cooked. Yeah, it's cooked.
Oh,
This-
you know he's
Whoa.
gonna go for more. He is not slowing down.
I mean, why not?
Almost out.
Oh, he's blind.
Sen here hopes to maybe play into this double up, but Rushia there is watching. Sat behind YZ, giving him a safety net.
All right, YZ.
And of all the
All right,
players
you're
to
funny,
do this
bro.
to,
You're real fucking funny, man.
Zelsa's here, though, not looking his
Run it down with a neon ult, and then you get scared when you actually gotta pull out your gun.
Map deficit.
Real funny, bro.
Try to slink away.
Zelsis is just
No
gonna go
smart
save.
words, no back talk, no sass. It's about getting out with this gun intact.
That's the first time we've seen BLG just go for an A slam. Just play with that neon speed. Overdrive is maxed out in terms of value for YZ. They've been going for a lot of mid-round pivots, which just have yet to work for them. So let's take it back to basics.
And this is likely what they called that timeout
Hey,
for
Penguin.
BLG. Fast hit, A site behind the null command, get YZ in a position to succeed. Deny the stalling util.
Where even is that on the map, bro?
Turn off any of that sent util. Work is there. Oh man, what is
Bang got his ankles broken there, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he was the slide, but just hits the wall right next to him. It's very awkward for Bang to have to deal with that.
And someone like Narrate can't seize there. Obviously, he's suppressed. So all he can do is try and back away and hope to allow a teammate to play off of him from Link, but that was never going to happen.
A lot of pings from Billy over towards the safe side, and it looks like they're going to have that flash to get into elbow. Again, just accelerate, teleport, and the speed from the neon to take this space with some haste.
This time, Sentinels respected. They got
Bang is already down tiles, though. Bang, look! Bang! Oh! Woo!
With that push down that was well, BLG, they're going to feel like they need to get into
Oh,
the
that was
safe side
stressful.
right now, so they accelerate the pace and they want to flip the site. They want to play towards spawn. It looks like they're at least
planted.
Maybe YZ does.
They know he's there. Sent a ping in this alley area heavily. They're trying to overwhelm him. Rushia on the site, seized, thrown out. Here's YZ, and there he goes.
Oh, just too many players.
Sen playing around him. Really
Okay, I'm not sure what he was cooking there.
Here comes Skiri, though, from
Nice, Zekin.
He's got to be under some pressure. Napier sat on the other side of the dark cover. Will spam if he needs to, but does he know when the rate is? There's the spray.
Oh,
Gets
nice
into half,
stun
that ought to be
kill.
enough. Shock dart comes
Nice.
in. Too little, too late. K-Knight.
Shock Dart doesn't have enough damage, brother. Not enough damage.
Not mad at the idea
Good retake from
BLG
Sentinels.
Get
Holy.
that pop flash from Neff, so there could be a swing it towards spawn from YZ.
I got a little worried.
Hoping there would be
I got a little worried right here. I'm not gonna lie. That was very scary.
All 5 of them. So sadly, he was cooked.
Nice. Good anti
Ready
Zelsis.
to dodge that, play a bit of
That was
vampire
scary. I don't know. That was also very scary.
There, it's just overwhelming. So unable to get into that site for free, able to pressure the spike. No one from BLG playing any entrenched positions aside from Rushu, who's caught. BLG, they do have the cash though to keep on buying. They get the spike down, keep it rolling, more attempts.
Wow, look at that knife lineup all the way into market.
That slower stance over all day, and it's easy
Vandal,
to
you
back
win
out
that, brother.
right into the line of fire.
Dink as well. Frustrating for him.
Now right here doesn't want to overextend, it's just him. Trapwire here at Link can be played off of if those reinforcements get there, but this is a perfect use case for this neural theft.
I guess the information as far as Narrate being the lone man on site at the moment. Why is
No, Narrate.
Out the way.
Does he know John's there as well? It's actually 2 plays, he was in.
Oh no, the molly.
Zelsis though on the side, large and
Narrate
in
somehow
charge.
lived.
Deals with the neon. John went down, but Narrate's still alive. They're over towards the alley side, but Rushia Dink early in the
Oh,
round.
no.
10 health is still able to cause some problems.
Oh, you're cooked,
making waves.
Zelsis. I'm not gonna lie to
And
you.
it's on the Vibes Merchant himself. Zelsis knows.
Vibes
three players
Merchant?
looking for him.
Nah,
Levy's the
nah,
one
brother.
credited with the elim.
It's not happening.
Tight
Narrate
game
needed to
after
get one of
9
those on
rounds.
elbow, I think.
Zen with a slim lead.
That is BLG just continuing to always push. That was a great molly thrown by Neff that YZ capitalizes off.
That is so unlucky for Bang.
Forced out into the open. Celsius gets the trade, but then look at this here. Russia pushing on into that A lane.
Yeah, Narrate needed to get one on elbow, but it's kind of hard. They had an up-down setup.
It's proactivity across the board.
And that keeps the money train for BLG going. Costly round for them, but they're still able to keep
Another
money
market
pressure on.
lineup.
now a bit of a variation. Looking towards mid.
Yeah,
He's already
win in the
started
market.
to slink his way up, and wait a minute. testing market very early. Relay bolt forces Zekken out into the open.
Well, they're already in the market, but Zekken is overwhelmed.
Caught on the jump up, he had to retreat. He was stunned off. Teleport in now from Rusha deep into the site.
Zelsus now not quite aware of what's waiting for him on the other side of this dark cover. Has to pick his spot to perfection.
Too late, too little, too late, bro. Dude, the mollies are pushing them out of these positions. It's crazy. Nice, good read, narrate.
Out of the picture. Now becomes a bit more uncomfortable. BLG loose footing here on this anti-retake attempt.
Russia with the flank.
Sneak Russia around. Does he have the look on narrate? So aware narrate was been, but not ready for that.
This is tough. Yeah, this is tough. Unlucky.
Oh, that post plant is just so well played from BLG. They are everywhere in the wall.
Narrate had the good reads. He's just not getting able to shoot, bro.
Pick up the one flank that was coming from YZ, but even at that, you have Levius on the cross. Earlier in the round, that great stun forces Zekken to attempt to retreat. Then you have Neck.
Oh, he saw his gun peek out. Oh, that's so unlucky, Zelsus. Should have just committed, I think. Should have just swung out. Gotta go.
Billy have been able to tie things up. If they win this round here, the final of the half will be a tragic bye for Sentinels.
But this defense side for Sen has descended into an absolute bar fight. Another null command up from there.
Okay, we got the one-way on market.
Part of their fast A hit we saw
Trying to get rid of any trips over towards market, it seems like.
They are set up for something that looks reminiscent.
Oh no, Bang. Oh no, Bang. Okay. Bang got out.
This time
It's all
Bang doesn't
good.
want any early action.
He wants to teleport away.
For some reason, YZ didn't push up. I'm kind of surprised by that.
With those early fights that Billy have been happy to take.
Nice, good up-down setup.
Caught completely unaware.
This is crazy, Bang.
Billy knew about the double face. YZ spammed that area in the previous round and got a kill. Sen still trusting in that setup with their two initiators at the top of the map. Drop the spike.
Smoke thrown over towards elbow. That's from Bang. So
Okay, they know they're going to be pushing up short.
Look at this positioning. Double flash.
Ooh,
Wants to
the double
doesn't
flash.
actually catch anyone. Sen are happy to just play off site right now.
How low is that? Russia's only like 50 HP. That's unfortunate.
Doesn't want to commit. Here's that null command now to supplement this hit to the A.
Zelsus! Fuck, man. Like, come on, Zelsus.
I love this null command. I mean, Sen, they're obviously going to play this for full retake with the man advantage that they had, but it's just going to give so much delay. It's going to reduce the clock by such a significant extent. Here comes the util.
What was that stun, bro? That shit was ass.
With the Stingers able to fight him up close, but YZ looking for the Neon. Gets out on the side. It's two with the Stinger for second. Now BLG down to just Levius. And he can't see this tap on the spike. Flash there for John to set up a third kill. Sentinels with the patience of ages. Wait the null command.
What a crazy retake, bro.
Getting in there.
I don't know how John QT saw that guy in between smokes. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Picture perfect. They needed to swing together fast. They were able to do all of that with the clock reduced so significantly.
That kill is massive. Overdrive.
Oh, okay. Just hopped up behind him.
John has been delightful this game. 12 and 7 for the breach. He's got his rolling thunder again.
That was such an important round for Sentinels to pick up. Their economy would have been in a dire state for this final one.
Early action today. This time,
Oh, Bang. You better get out of there.
Then pulls off. No double stack top mid this round for Sen because John is helping it A early.
Good kill, Zekken.
A rare round where Zekken gets incredibly active in B main. He was playing that much more passively earlier.
And now they know. Now they know it's all stacked towards A.
They can rotate early through alley.
And again, this is Sen. They can play this for retake if they want. Bang is actually trying
Oh
to
no,
shoot, but it's
Bang.
denied by the relay pull. He is
Good
a third
stun
decent size, but
from
his rolling thunder is
YZ though.
ripped to assist him.
Okay, good cancel.
Out of that awkward spot for Rushia now. He's able to play that link side. Give another option for Billy.
Oh, they have another layer to
John's
this.
biding his time. He's got just the answer for this.
Now we gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go.
Got dealt with. Rushia's in a bit of a nasty spot, but Celsius just clears him out. YZ slides back into action now. And there's some presence here from Ali. John's gonna get pressured. Flash himself on the angle. YZ tries to turn it. No swing just yet.
Takes two, tries it again, this time.
Ooh, good shit.
A 7-round defense side. It's very back and forth stuff. Determined to
Nah, this is a fun map. This is a fun map.
Go at it later in that half. Senwar dominating, and John QT is putting on a show at the moment.
Both teams leading all out there. Both teams looking for
I don't know where that aftershock went though. I'm gonna keep it a buck. John QT panicked.
One enemy remaining.
You might have heard I'm going through a little upgrade with my tats. So when Verizon announced that everyone gets a free phone on any plan, pain-free, count me in.
Okay. L promo.
Try and beat it. I'll give you a sec.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and mute this, and I'm gonna go throw away the stem real quick. I'll be right back, chat. All right, we're back at it like a motherfucking crack addict. Let's see what's going on here.
They don't win that first pistol, but in a war of attrition like this, your efficiency is everything. Here's your Coinbase Econ report for the first half. John QT giving us a nice little 77.6, and it's no surprise. He got every ounce of value he could out of his kit.
Had some
insane
multi-kills. That 4K, and I believe it was the anti-bonus, was sick.
Oh.
And obviously as a breach too, you're making
Let's get settled in here, because it looks like we're gonna be going to map 3.
Was certainly making the most of everything that
Knock on wood so I don't jinx it.
The way he was able to shut down those last two players with the flashes he had, the fall line as well, Zekka swinging off that. Lovely stuff from the IGL. He has certainly been the star of the show today for Sen. He was the one keeping them in the game on Icebox as well. But can he get them over the finish line here on attack with his calling, with his individual play, or will Billy be able to make playoffs at an international event for the second time?
The mood definitely a bit less playful out there for Sen City, a bit more serious. Less of the getting out of the chair, more of the grind, nose to the grindstone gameplay. Sentinel's going to be on the attack side here as we head into a pistol that has eluded them so far over the course of this series.
Seeing second with an armor and
What an
frenzy,
interesting cage.
making him the raid boss. That is going to tell the story for the intentions that he has in this round, which is to go really fast, throw a recon bolt at someone, and just hold down mouse 1.
Little jiggles there from Russia, sees enough. Already, the cavalry are on their way, but look at the spike location. Take note of that.
Okay, we're just hard clearing everything.
Off this to catch a player pushing up. This might be an anti-YZ player.
Whoa!
He's backed around the corner. Then don't get the kill off this. But that is the cyber cage popped.
That's scary.
They're going to pivot away back towards mid. Just under a minute now on the clock.
Oh, K9 saw something there. Late re-explore.
No, the head tap.
Some good damage.
Zekken's low.
Wait, the shock dart.
Oh!
Down to 13. Dangerous now. Billy, you're not going to let Sen mill around mid. They're going to dig them out if they just linger. And they have.
That entire time, Zelsus was getting space on towards a fault line. He wants to swing off. There's so many players to face,
my
but he doesn't keep things
goodness.
up, not without taking a lot of damage. Shock
Another
dart
shock
lethal
dart.
This time, no. Goes wide.
YZ's on the flank too. This is scary.
It's still in the game.
And they have no idea somebody's on the flank.
Flash Util also disrupting BLG as they try and set up from Link. They're going to push the site now. Through the smoke. Bang, tucked in the corner.
Oh!
It comes to him, served up on the silver platter.
Nah, that's my Sentinels right click. Hashtag buy the Sen bundle.
first one in the series to extend the lead. Bang comes to life there. It's been a little quiet for him so far, but he absolutely makes his presence known, capitalizes off the attention that was being paid to his teammates while that retake was coming in.
One enemy remaining. Last
Beautiful
player
stuff.
standing.
The right clicks, tap down at the end on that back. Lovely from the controller.
That was a good round from Sentinels. They finessed the map on that one.
Hand-in-hands type stuff. A little bit difficult for him to get going. This is definitely going to be wind in the sails.
Rush actually going to pick up the Bucky. Get in that close corner towards elbow. Lethal range.
Yeah, this could be crazy.
And a double swing potentially set up for BLG. We're going to work.
Oh no. Nice.
Okay.
On the slide.
Yeah, K9 being dealt with on the other side is a problem, but BLG have mostly stacked this site. Delasess.
Your flash was short, buddy. Your flash was short. LOL.
An inch away from connecting onto Zelsis, but doesn't quite go far enough.
Yeah, we might be going to map 3.
Very easy to close this out and get a clean anti-eco for Sen, who, as opposed to Billy, they are buying those heavy upgrades.
I guess he's just gonna die to bomb. I'd imagine anyway.
So they can get a nice investment, some nice higher tier weaponry on their bonus round coming up next.
Clean starts is certainly what Sentinels are looking for. This is the map, remember, that they banned against Wolves. We really weren't sure if they were feeling confident on it. We were surprised to see it taken out of the rotation in their last game. But now reminded, it's called Senset for a reason.
Yeah, he's just gonna go die to
They've not missed a
bomb.
beat on this map by the looks of things. So we're back away here. Secure that crucial 9th round and get going on the second half.
I am genuinely wondering if that was all a ruse. No, we hate Sunset now. We're banning it first.
I mean,
next series
Heretics are also banned, if I'm not mistaken. There are a couple of teams that are just leaving that one in the draft for the time being.
One enemy remaining.
And there were another team who were great on the map, as a side note.
All right, first buy and a half here for
That guy was hype.
Billy. Maxed out investment against the bonus of Sen. If they win this, they will be running away with this game. It'll look like they're headed towards just a dominant win on their own pick, and we'd be destined for Lotus. They played very well on yesterday. It's dangerous goings here for Billy. It's not going to get any easier. They need this round bad.
Low key, if Sentinels win this match, they progress to playoffs just right off the bat. Because they'd be 2-0. So
warning shot there. Nothing that he'd write home about.
that third map is probably going to be very stressful. But it's the same thing with Billy if they win this.
Further that idea in their minds.
I'm not gonna lie, my pick'ems were cooked off of day one, so.
Peek out, take a risk to get to punish them as a result.
Man, can I wake up? Holy fuck.
This drone could be dangerous. It's broken. Narrate on the swing wins the duel with the Stinger.
Dude, the Stinger is crazy.
That's just what they were looking for. Seconds, 2 kills in the previous round, plus all pickup gives it this very
If you know how to aim it,
situation like this, and they
the
know
Stinger is crazy.
A short-handed side. They know Wisey is lingering close to top mid, but do they know that he's
30
this
seconds
close?
left.
Oh, the timing.
You can't manufacture that. Narrate's able to respond. That's the second kill for his Stinger in this round. This bonus from Sen so far has been smooth sailing.
You just can't help but want to go for more. Rusha's going to get forced a little bit out in the open here. Time is getting
nice. Good clear.
1 versus 1.
That kill, that's the one that might break the back of BLG in this round, in this map even.
Narrate is pushed all the way through market, but he knows. Did Narrate see it? Narrate did see it. Look at him. You guys can't see the map, but they have all 3 of them looking towards spawn.
Not a good argument.
Maybe I should move my cam, but I kind of don't want to, just in case I stream Valorant or something.
They have so much cash that Narrate doesn't even care about.
Nah, who cares, bro?
He finds it more valuable to see if he can actually.
Do I want to move my map? Yeah, we'll move it. We'll put it.
He will that.
We'll put it right here.
And gets the rifle on top of it. Not really going to get any better than that for Sentinels. The economy already.
That way you guys can see.
This lead feels insurmountable for Billy.
And look how Sen set the map up so they get best use out of these Stingers. Look when the rate is playing there. That aftershock forces Russia out of that box.
Wow, what a jiggle swing.
Last player standing. Stepping up in that
Man,
round.
I know Knight is pissed on that one.
Swing trade onto YZ. He was just hungry to find an advantage to take another.
Hey, what a W-unk.
Bad buy for
I lied. I want to put my cam back here because
yeah, Russia is invested down to nothing.
otherwise it just doesn't look normal with how my cam is set.
Oh, sees the barrel.
Oh, he knows he's there. Oh, he knows.
Yeah, that really is pretty painful for the judge player who does not want to have his cover blown so early. And sorry, Zelsic just blew up your spot.
Oh, and now they know he's tucked in the corner. He has the paranoia. He's stuck. He's cooked. He's cooked.
Good clear.
But now the B-side definitely has a bullseye on it. Prowler out. Of course, seeing that trap wire, Levius caught in the fault line, but inside the smoke, a degree of safety. He can tuck into the little alcove, but he knows the vultures are starting to circle.
So they want to go even
Oh, the thing didn't clear.
Post up, second at a deep position. Levius still
Okay, thank God. I don't know where Zekin's ball.
That one is nice.
Good tracking.
Comes down. That's a Zekin understands his projectile motion pretty well.
Nice. Well played.
So this round, like the alphabet, will end with X, YZ.
The stinger is crazy. Oh!
Trying to come out with a couple cute swings.
Imagine if he got that shot though.
Out by Bang.
Imagine. That would have been insane.
Slim here for Billy. This lead from Sen is way too dominant at the moment. They are playing so
bro
well
was so
on this
stuck.
map, as we thought they would, which is like so weird that they banned it yesterday. Maybe we could ask about that later. They really were just
one enemy remaining.
pretending. They're just pretending. Bring it out day 2 to get into playoffs. They're looking so good. Zekin is playing so well. His aggression
Timeout
is
from
being
Billy.
supplemented by some great util coming through from John.
In the press conference yesterday, Kaplan sort of spoke about the road for Sentinels.
Sorry, hold on. I got a text message. Got a reply.
He says, we're generally really happy to be matched up against another Chinese team. We feel like there are similarities between Wolves and Billy, and we feel like they can be exploitable in the same way. He said, obviously, we would have loved that first seed, but, you know, we know how that all went. He says, happy to take on this team after dealing with Wolves. Feels like it is the path of less resistance, and that's a narrative that's been definitely being parroted by a lot of fans out there. They feel like this is a more comfortable run for Sen to playoffs. But after the disaster that occurred in Bangkok, I think many Sen fans, players included, are happy just to secure that playoff berth and have some more time to get set for that phase of play.
And it's funny that Waizu just said the exact same thing, that he wants to play against an NA team. He feels more comfortable playing against the NA style. These guys wanted each other. They both got their wish. And we feel just destined to go to Lotus unless Billy can convert this round with the economy on the line.
See how it goes.
I feel like I've heard that quite a lot over the last few rounds.
Really have.
The conversion of the bonus with the 2 stinger buy for Sentinels is backbreaking for Billy. This is probably the last best chance wire to get into this second half.
Aggression in B main.
Okay, spotted.
Going to be
but no more aggression. They have the kill trip, but he picks it back up.
Somewhere else into the site to play off of later. Hoping to catch Zekin. Those tripwires can be the bane of the Neon's existence. That hasn't really come into play yet, however.
But obviously,
man, I can't wake up.
Changed so that trip is not unbreakable
Wake me
anymore.
up inside.
That was a factor of champs last year. So these teams have long since adapted to the changes that Sunset brought way back then.
Rusha is holding a devious angle on main.
Oh
my God!
What a shot!
Don't ask me how he saw that.
Yeah, I don't know how he saw that.
Punch the little tight swing. So no Zekin. Sen have to convert on this 4 versus 5 scenario. 0 point came out in that A direction. Tension really building. They know BLG are on the precipice here. They just need to give them a little push. Nair flashes himself out. Fall line was going to come from anyway.
Did not work the way he wanted to.
Neon. And now BLG down to 3. Guardian in hand for Russia has got to stand his ground now. Found the Prowler, and all of a sudden, center out of dodge. They're leaving.
There are 15 seconds
Oh yeah, they
left.
are gone.
John is taking the spike all the way through spawn. Can he get?
Oh!
Oh, okay. Russia sees this. He knows they're going to get ahead of this.
One
oh my
remaining.
God, this timing is
just
narrate
all right, I mean,
with the insane picks over on A.
remaining.
That is the tightest clearance that you could ask for, and BLG, again it's Levius, just in dismay, has to drag himself onto the site.
Yo, what the fuck? There's a bird on my window.
Signals, it's a cacophony of cheers.
I can't believe he knew that.
Yo, chat.
He had me sweating bullets. All good. All
You'll see the bird on my window? Hold
Center
up.
on a run. 5 rounds in a row. First kill converted.
Yo,
by
what the
a
hell?
Disgusting shot. Made ultimately irrelevant.
Why was there a bird on my window?
Banked far enough back to connect on the swinging players, or they were just a little bit
What
out
the
of the way,
fuck?
wide enough. A little bit hard to tell, but regardless, it didn't connect onto him.
Oh nah, I'm gonna have to go back and see what that looks like, bro.
Due to the utility.
It's round number 18, and it could be the last of the map.
They are getting dominated right now.
Bro heard the Send game was on. Decided to pull
Have
up.
this map at the top of their pool. That is going to make them so dangerous. They've replaced Fracture, which they didn't like, with one of their home
Ooh,
maps.
John QT with a huge
up
pick top
already.
mid.
Collecting a kill top mid. I think Nef might have just peeked out by that
Walk
dark
the
cover.
smoke, yeah. Rushia, once again with the Guardian in hand, has always opted for this when the money has been there. We just saw how deadly he is with a single shot. Now, Narrate's selling this, obviously not always normal to have your Fade be that lurking aspect, so he's going to rejoin with the rest of the team. Mid is open for them. Market has some
Kill trip here.
dismantled. There's the trap wire. That'll be dealt with nicely. Levius not in a position to play off of it. And now send Simmer.
Oh, but he's gonna play off of this with YZ on the flank. Oh, breaking ankles, brother.
Overwhelming that Soul
Oh, they don't know YZ's on flank. This could be bad. This could be bad.
YZ has to sell.
Oh!
Good start. Rushia down, no big damage done. And Noisy eventually will be dealt with. Electrifying play from Seth.
Nice.
To secure.
We're going map 3, baby.
Sentinels are far from done. Playoffs back into one of these teams, and they're leaving it all out there.
The Star Duelist of Sentinels just went insane on that map. Just as good as we remember they left it for this game to qualify for playoffs. And now we're headed to Lotus, where they looked excellent the other day against Wolves. This is going to be tough for Billy. They have to rally back.
Don't go anywhere. This Trans-Pacific clash is delivering and promises to on Lotus after this.
Nah, I gotta go. I'm sorry, but I gotta go on Twitch and see if that that bird popped up the way I think it did. Cause like, I kid you not, this bird was right there. Sorry, I gotta mute it because copyright. But the bird was just right there. Oh no, it's too late in the VOD, I think. No, it's too late in the VOD. Damn. That's unfortunate. Alright, I'll have to go back. I'll have to go back and check it. All right, yeah. I'll have to go back in the VOD and check it because that's mad funny that I've never had that happen where a bird just pulls up on my window. That has never happened before. I don't even know why he was on my window like that. Maybe it was Albert. If you guys don't know Albert, let me try and pull up a picture. Let me see. From a long time ago, but it was around the same time. I doubt that it was Albert, to be honest. So let me give you a little bit of backstory, right? I think one day I was just coming home and I was leaving the house or something like that. And there was just a bird chilling on my front porch. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, you guys can. There was just a bird chilling on my front porch, and I think he like fell out of his nest or something, and it was like a baby bird. And so I named him Albert because he had like big bushy eyebrows. So I named him Albert off of Albert Einstein. That'd be crazy if it was Albert, but I'm sure Albert by now is like a full-grown bird. Yo, you think this guy realizes that his microphone is turned off? Yo, we really mudded out here, bro. You think anybody's gonna tell him he's mudded? Yo, doesn't he look like he's spitting the most insane rap? Oh, there we go.
Map, let me tell you, this team was locked in. It is very clear that they have been focusing on that, and Zelsis in particular has been very pivotal in calling it out when he sees it. When there's a round where he doesn't like how the communication has been going down, he has called that out, and the team has locked in immediately. What we've also seen is a lot of Sentinels having weaker defensive halves and then crushing on the attack. And let me tell you, that is a John QT masterclass. This guy has a great read on what the other team is doing and is adapting beautifully in the mid-rounds. He is fully in control on that side. Now, there's one more thing I want to check in on with the comms, but this is for the pre-map here. We've got the rest of Sentinels here. Who's winning map number 3? Sentinels! All right, let's send it up to the desk.
Thank you very much to Ender for that update. And in case you guys didn't pick up what he said, was Zelsis was very pivotal in terms of giving.
Oh, that's what he was saying.
Well.
Yeah, sorry, we didn't know, bro. He was mudded.
Map 1, he was a little bit disappointed that Sen didn't play like a team, but Mel, we saw so much incredible team play on that Sunset to bring them to a map 3.
And Zelsis is so crucial to that because he is able to hold people accountable in a way where everyone is uplifted instead of degraded, and he's always the one that is able to call these mistakes out and bring everyone up to that level. And I'm really impressed because there's so much team play required when they go into all these retakes that we saw them get into. I think it was 4 retakes out of 6 they won on the A site, and to have that, it's so important because on defense they were up 7-5.
Dang, Zekken went 20 to 8.
Pistol.
It's great to see them actually start well, because we saw against Wolves as well, and the game and the map early against Billy, where they actually managed to come out the first half not in a deficit, and it definitely helped as we went into the second one. And Zekken was somebody in the top show that we were a little bit concerned about if he's going to find his form on that stage, but with John QT out here flashing for him, you know, stunning for him, and doing everything for him, he's just managed to play like the Zekken we were expecting on the global stage.
Yeah, this combo and market here was great to watch, but Zekken especially, I'm really happy to see him really arrive in full force on the Neon on this stage. I feel like that, like you said, that was something we were lacking yesterday, but he is such a big part of that win condition. And here, some Util, maybe a team blind here, but it's not an issue for Zekken. He's just gonna go in and get that stinger kill regardless. But this is what I wanted to see from him, this aggression and winning these key fights, disrupting the Billy Gaming when they're setting up for their post plans or
pure
setting
cinema.
up for like a mid-round fake. So I'm really
That's my
happy to see him
IGL.
arrive.
It's so nice to see him find his confidence again, you know, especially with his family in the crowd, always supporting him, traveling all the way here as well. This brings them to a map 3, and meaning that suddenly a very, very winnable series for them, especially if he can keep up this sort of performance as we move on to the next one. I'm not gonna lie, every single one of these highlight kills from him and John is ridiculous.
It really is. He's such an exciting player to watch when he's on, and it's always, especially his Neon is something that rings true in my mind. When I think Zekken, I think Neon, I think Raze, and he always stands up to
I still think these hockey like jerseys that Sentinels made for the
think of his breach
for the
after,
event,
that performance
tough.
as well. On
I'm not gonna
Lotus,
lie, I
however,
think they're
we don't
mad
have
tough.
to speculate what they're gonna play. We've seen it already. Did you like what we saw of their Lotus yesterday?
Oh,
How is Bang not have one yet, bro?
Calling on Lotus all the way back to the bank. I love how Sentinels
Maybe he
plays
does,
the
he
map.
just doesn't
They
want to
play
wear
very
it. I don't
slow
know.
and procedurally, exactly how Lotus should be played, and I think John is a huge part of that. And actually, you bring up Breach. I know he's playing Viper this map, but Breach is actually one of his best agents in the past 60 days. So I really want to shout out the fact that John has really been able to reinvent himself as a player, going from that Senti and now going into so many different initiators. It's really impressive.
I love the 60 days there. You've been counting. In your Canada, you're like, did John play Breach? They check. Did I like it? Check. Exactly. There you go. Tracking him here. But on the other side, this is where we can start speculating about Billy and the fact that Ender is joining us once again here on the desk. Can I send you down to listening to some Billy comms?
I don't know.
Yeah?
You know what? I omen-ult it up here. I can omen-ult back over there and listen on Billy.
How good's your Mandarin? You got this?
It's not great, but I could tell you if it's calm or chaotic.
Oh, okay.
You know?
We'll send you down. But yeah, what about Billy's Lotus? What can we expect?
Honestly, that's a good question. I think what Billy need to do is make sure they're seizing like information and control of the map in the mid rounds, especially with how slow John's calling was.
Wow, they haven't been in a playoff since Madrid. Holy. That was the first Masters of last year.
You hyping up John QT's calling. I'll never stop you.
No, but honestly, I was really impressed with his reads in that last map, and I think that with the sort of like slower macro style that he would like to play and sort of punish the extremities of the map, I think it's very important for BLG to like make sure they're maintaining forward lines of information, holding those forward angles so they don't get punished by, you know, a late lurk into a Zelsis or someone.
And as you saw here a little bit earlier in that lower third, if Sen win this map, they make their first Masters playoffs since Madrid. And we all know how Madrid went. Well, it wasn't bad for a Sentinels fan, was it?
No, I think it was pretty good.
Yeah,
that's true.
It was all right. There was no bracelet though, so I think maybe this time around they can go for that bracelet, go for that MVP. Exactly.
I'm not gonna lie though, if they go to playoffs, I don't know if they'll be able to beat G2.
I think what I was seeing on that second map, absolutely they can. But I also like.
I think it'll be
the vibe
tough.
I'm getting from Sentinels is that they are a little bit driven by momentum, you know, and it can be hard to come back after falling down early. I've heard it a lot, right? When like players go down early on in rounds, it can kind of become a little bit quiet in terms of their comms, and there's not always someone carrying the mantle. Now, today and in that last game, Zelsis was the guy that was stepping up in a big way, but he has to also be feeling that and bringing the vibes if they're going to be able to build off of that.
A big part of having that momentum shift is having people like Zelsis who can problem solve and help the IGL, because it's 4-8, you know, some people might shut in because they're afraid to have an idea and afraid to be wrong. But going into Lotus, I'm interested to see if there's any comp changes, but not expect anything too crazy.
No, not at all. But the mantra for Sen that I've been hearing.
All right, Bang's trolling, bro. I saw Astra and I'm seeing Chamber.
Focusing on right now.
However,
Alright, bro.
Billy, they are locking in their picks already. Anything you can do, we can
Seems
do
like a
better.
mirror comp.
I like it. Little mirror action going on.
Yeah, we got a mirror. We got a mirror match.
Of the buys coming in and getting more and more play on this map. It is so effective.
Yeah, we got a huge mirror match here.
And I think Zelsis flies really under the radar, underrated in my opinion on these roles, on this anchor agent. I think his vice is really good. He strikes a good balance of knowing when to play very close to his util and punish people who are trying to bait out that vice wall that we see so often. And he knows when he should play back. And his positioning on these sides, I feel like a lot of players can really learn from.
Well,
oh, hey, I see the desk.
Billy played this comp,
There's the desk.
Only one can advance to playoffs. Uber and Wyatt, take it away.
The prevailing narrative for the road ahead for Sentinels coming into this game, why it was free playoffs. You guys have got it. You guys have the easiest run, etc., etc.
Excuse me, chat.
Anything but. Icebox, brutal for Sen. They never got going. They could never get the start they were looking for. But their pick of Sunset still proved to be one of their best. Stunning performance.
Man, I really cannot wake up right now. I don't know what's going on here.
First spot for these teams in a Masters Toronto playoffs, and it all goes down on Lotus.
Sentinels played a lovely defensive side against Wolves the other day, going up 9-3. Typically,
oh, my eyes twitching now. Great.
Side, especially when we're going back
I'm stressing. Kind of come on, Sentinels, lock in.
Lotus look that's just integrating.
Who's on what?
Who's been unbelievably
I think Sen are on defense. Yep, Sen on defense right now.
I like that Billy have gone for this. I think it's a great comp right now.
Man, I should have bought that VCT Karambit, bro. This is the second time I've missed a VCT knife, man. I didn't buy the lock-in knife, and I didn't buy the freaking Karambit, bro. I should have bought both of them, to be honest, but yeah, what can you do? Oh, this is scary for Narrate. Oh, Zekin gets one. Okay. It was a nice trap. Nice. Well played.
Unsupported.
What a...
Just praying to find some kind of timing.
What a cross.
That is being watched by not just one player, two.
You think YZ crosses? Oh, he crosses with somebody.
They want to fight these players. Nate is going to do some damage.
Uh-oh. Good trade. Bomb stuck in tree. Let's go. Zelsis is heating up. Let's go. First fucking pistol. I think we've won all game.
With his Vice comp, you see Zelsa sometimes go set up his Arc Rose and his util there, just headlong into it.
Wow, what a crazy pick.
That is sick from Zelsa's second round of that reaction time. And Neff just feels so pressured that he has to get even more space towards A to allow the team to go for it.
Gotta love the right click.
Thank you for saving me. Hey, and if there was ever to be a map where we get a Zelsa's carry game, well, first of all, he was playing very intelligently back on Icebox. He was great there so far in this series. But Vice on Lotus early this year is where he had some of his best games we've seen from him, if not his best all year.
Wait, John QT with a judge. Oh boy.
Delta's this time at the seaside. And they're trying to chase Billy off this mound position, and Zekken's inching forward. Here comes a hit. Razorvine comes out, going to be avoided by YZ. Extreme low. YZ!
Oh no, they didn't see Russia.
John down though. Russia's having to deal with him with that classic, and Levius has got some sharp shooting here. What is this? Dominating. What is Sentinels on that B side? Utter pandemonium.
How? How did he get 3?
Behind the action.
Well, he didn't get all 3, I don't think. Oh, it's cooked. It's chalked.
He gets the dink onto him, double face. Zelsis, there's no hope.
Okay, well, welcome to the show. What? Everything's made up. The
Oh my God.
Mastercard thrifty in the second round for Billy.
How?
Bizarre. Someone said, YZ, nade yourself. He just jumps into it in the corner. What is happening? How are they able to convert this? The shots from Levius were
my next trick, I'll catch my own nade.
Look at this from Zekken. He saddles out in one tap. Narrate can't trade. I think he had a bulldog.
Wow, he actually got all 3.
This is ridiculous. I mean, listen, you're hoping when you're a Sentinel, you play B. Maybe you cut off a rotate. You get someone maneuvering towards C. You're usually not getting 3 with the ghosts on your eco.
The third while
it's
you are
cooked.
Blinded, by the way. Well, that didn't make a lot of sense, but that's fine.
Oh my God.
If we have another thrifty, I'm going to lose my mind.
Towards A right now, playing in the dark cover, hoping someone may take a little stroll into it, but that's not going to
Oh
be
no,
the case.
YZ's got a judge now. Oh, this is scary.
One with this judge.
Got John's weapons from the previous round, and he's decently set up for this, but Razorvine's going to slow him up. Rochi, though, not so fetid. He's able to push ahead. Work here on Sentinels into the
I mean, Zelsa's got 1, but
here on Lotus.
Well, they were stacked up on the proper side, but BLG.
All right, good luck, Bang.
Overwhelming with the numbers, with the superior weapons, not really able to get anything done at all. Bang left on his lonesome. Probably just going to eventually perish to the spike. Looked like Sen were just going to carry all of that momentum they had from such a dominating performance on Sunset into Lotus. On defense again. That's what they did to Wolves just the other day.
nice. Probably just going to die to bomb, I think.
You can't account for a bizarre thrifty like the one we just saw. That's definitely throwing things for a bit of a loop. And that individual talent on Billy. It's really easy to spot.
It's a good thing they broke the door.
You know, throughout this series, maybe,
Oh,
I guess,
the bomb
save
actually
for
does
Sunset,
reach all the way there.
Any player on this team is just pulled out.
I didn't think it reached. That's why I was a bit worried. I was like, how's he going to die to bomb if the door's closed?
Specifically on Icebox. Even the guys who had less kills total when Rusha and YZ were taking over, Levius was still finding moments to hit some snappy multi-kills. Neff has been playing well. All right, full buy here for Sen after it was looking like a great start. Then went disastrous on round 2. Let's see if they can wrangle control of this defensive side. A couple players maybe trying to get out towards Mound. Ben can take a forward position and teleport away.
Okay. I don't know about this, Bang.
Until he doesn't.
Yeah, good TP. Oh, now he's stuck.
Get up onto the side.
They don't have any utility left. YZ already used that nade, so no real pressure can be further applied to Ben.
Yeah, he's kind of stuck right now in Bend.
Into Bend.
Not ready yet.
Flash from Levius is going to get the information that Zekken has pushed up towards B main. Someone is playing close. In the meantime, you have Neff taking a lot of space towards A. You know, already you're seeing some differences on this attack side from BLG compared to Wolves, where Neff is able to take a lot of space. Spring wasn't really able to do that the other day.
But here's the look. Why is he... No blast packs here. So no fast hit. Behind the Prowler though, plenty of util left for K-Knight.
Okay, good delay.
Zek just trying to play his life as
Omen's
well.
in though.
Up, but that snakebite is going to make it, in theory, a little bit more challenging. Just bank a nade here. Response, oh, the C's as well.
Russia.
Of the blast. And that combo fizzles.
Damn.
Can't take too much forward space, but they have a couple players in Baby Door right now. Things could get awkward. Sen can dump
they're gonna
so
blind
much
towards
right
pit,
now.
but it's just.
Okay,
okay.
Levius is squeezed up on the side. Rushia is still
The
there.
whiff.
Trying to crouch, trying to hide away, trying to live.
Oh, the whiffs was crazy.
Bouncing back into pole position. A B-side retake. 2 guns still to carry out of the round.
That was a real opportunity for Levius, but the spray was haphazard on that entry from heaven. I mean, BLG do a good job getting into the light side. Yeah, you know, they get the spike down, but they just can't get forward.
I'm surprised Narrate was able to get 2 there.
Take the timing to swing out of this smoke behind the wall together rather than in front of the wall. But Sen were overwhelming in that situation. You know, I think earlier as well, Neff was feeling more confident to take a lot of that space off A, because what we saw on defense was Narrate, Bang. That was a duo that was pressed up on Rubble together, but when you know Bang is at mound, it feels like, oh, this might be my opportunity to go. It's going to be a bit lighter, but it's not like this round. Sen have 3 players ready to go. Nade, sees, caught right onto Rouge.
Oh, he TP'd back.
To safety.
Took some damage off that though, didn't he?
Oh no.
Just a lick though.
Oh!
Second is able to get back. Why is he dealt with? Bang has the TP out of what could have been a pretty hostile situation, and so the Rubble fight.
How did he get out?
A
How did he actually get out? That was crazy.
As it sees nade combo came in. And from now on, Billy have to account for that threat. I have to TP across to Rubble, maybe not up.
Narrate able to get so much value playing around that tree position with the Guardian. Eventually, I'm sure he's going to try to pick up.
Now, what is Levius doing? You guys can't see it, but he's creeping up mound right now. Oh, there we go. He's creeping up mound. Will Zelsis be ready for this, or is he kind of asleep?
Nice and slow. Go for the
I feel like he's just gonna jump peek it.
Second sees is coming.
Nice, good readjust. Oh, unfortunate.
Down to 16 health.
Okay, yeah, Levius just jump peeked the wall, but Neff is low and the bomb is down right in front of Sentinels, so
it's going to be a very difficult
it's going to be tough.
Mission. This round looks like
nice, good kill.
To a slow crumble for BLG, who will have enough to continue the
I think
pressure.
Levius is probably just going to go and save here.
Fully. This is well done from Sen. They've been able to get to a couple of crucial ultimates for the next buy round too. They've got the Showstopper and the Nightfall, so they have many tools to use to try and extend their lead.
We've seen the variations from Sen on this defense side. Quite often the action is
it's just going to be a save.
They fight over at Rubble. The Omen's there. They make an early foray for Mount Control. Bang is also in position. So they've been moving across the map. Here's this Rubble fight.
Oh my god.
I see, TP back, of course, towards him by Bang, and he's able to punish Zekin.
One enemy remaining.
Waits for them to step on up.
Okay, John. Okay, John.
Barely into this Lotus Mount, but
calm down, buddy. Calm down.
A lot of season aids. That one
it's 3-2.
Pretty standard, but they used it in B main as well very early on. I think that was on the pistol, so that's going to cause a lot of concern that at any point, if you're a Billy player, you could be getting hit by that util combo. They want to get this early A control again. It's just that aforementioned duo of Narrate and Bang playing towards tree. They are often just in tandem on this A site, playing together, controlling that space.
See, but now they're already shifting towards C. It's a huge fake.
Start to favor the A side of the map as it was a more passive showing from Sentinels early. But Billy have decided just to make their way towards this C side. It's just going to be the Vice and util occupying that side, and Celsius, as a result, playing safer here.
Some have gone for a full
big flash. It's not really going to do much, but good info, I guess.
Down at the moment by some of that defensive utility, waiting out the cloud. They're going to have to burst in. Ultimate from Wisey. Celsius is out in the open.
Okay, Zelsis traded himself. It's all good.
That sheer wall, though, is in play. This is slowing Billy down. Now, though,
Good delay.
Drops. They're able to push here over towards Bend.
There are going to be so many ultimates involved in this retake. Zekken can get back in with the showstopper with this Nightfall at the same time. Steel Garden, though, hoping to make it so that
Did that hit anybody?
Off of their own ultimate.
It has definitely slowed Sentinels down. Not confident, of course, without their primaries to push him, but Zekken doesn't need
Oh!
It's awkward. He'll take Russia with him at the very least.
Okay.
Odds are evened. John
Russia just cleared.
Out of waterfall for Sentinels, and they see the shoulder
No,
of
the double up, the double up.
Was tough for them to break.
Does John know?
Neff is around the corner, and he doesn't have the
Ah, he didn't know. He didn't know, bruh.
Really, it's a scrappy fight where they occupy that seaside and hold on.
Both showstoppers just earning trades. Celsius does good work to go 1-for-1 against YZ. That Steel Garden was the antidote to that retake, stacked with ultimates for Sen coming through.
That Zekken kind of fucked up there. I don't think he wanted to stop on that.
The rocket connects. Highly important, and then it's just a nice little triple sack up face.
Holy chopped. Sorry, I'm just saying, bro. Like, it's okay because I'm chopped too. I can say that.
Viper's pit on C already laid down, so Sentinels adamant about locking this
Why are they
part
putting
of
a
the map
wall
away
there?
from Billy's purview.
Are they trying to spam John QT?
Look at this investment for YZ. He's going for the operator right now on attack.
Oh man, I can't stop yawning. I'm so sorry, chat.
But that Viper wall will keep him.
I guess I didn't sleep as well as I thought I did.
This certainly implies that Billy want to maybe slow down the game. I mean, Zekken is just caught spamming through with a stinger. At least bang there for the trade. Back trouble.
Mark, though, has to get out.
Okay, they know he TP'd back.
With a result like that. Zelsis has his own Steel Guard now. Could be pretty effective here. Push comes to shove at the big side of TP4.
Okay.
He already gets himself there. Zelsis waits.
Okay.
Oh, that's a
nice.
Scenario here for BLG.
Wait. Wait, how is this guy still alive and broken?
Again, it is down to John. John in a 1 versus 2.
How did the Omen live? Genuinely, how is Omen still alive?
Try and salvage the round at B.
That is bold but necessary from YZ. Finding that trade, and from there, Billy maintain it. Trading.
Oh, this is going to be such a hard post.
On John on a round where both teams economically have so much at stake. Time has dwindled so much due to this heaven rotate.
He's going to get timinged out of his wall.
He has a snake bite, and Rushi just opted for a timing. He knew he had a contingency with his teammate in Baby Door, so goes for it and puts that one to bed a little bit earlier.
How did Russia live?
How % this gets complicated. They're definitely going to be forced down to a low.
I don't know what Zekken's doing there. I'm going to keep it a buck.
Kind of an awkward first engagement. Zelsis does a great job isolating one fight.
I'm still not sure how Russia is still alive, bro. That doesn't answer my question at all.
Coach Kaplan is feeling forced to call a timeout at this point. Certainly cannot blame him. That was a round of the utmost importance for the half.
I'm glad you highlight that YZ moment as the sheer wall came up. I thought it was curtains for Billy.
It looked like it was cooked.
Yeah, Sentinel's calling a timeout.
Teleport into dark cover so they can double face, but he wasn't close enough to actually get the trade on the Baby Door. If YZ didn't do that and Zelsis is able to tuck back, complexion of the round is entirely different.
And you heard from Coach Kaplan. Couldn't do much more, but just say, well played to Billy. You know, talking about these teams, Kaplan has often said, look, it's really hard to get a read on Chinese opponents coming into these games. When we first hit the server, we have to start with ourselves. And then we have to find a way to adapt. And you can see that's been a whole process, right? Sen sort of had to adapt as much as they could on Icebox and couldn't quite get there. It just took them too long. I mean, Kaplan said it. Too little, too late.
Yeah, these Chinese teams, they pull out some of the craziest plays. And it's just because they're so bold enough to do it. Like, they don't really have, it's not that they don't have history, because I'm sure there's Chinese teams in other games, but when it comes to Valorant, they just like, there are things that they can get away with, and I think that they know that they can get away with, whereas American players, or even EU players, like, they go off of the fundamentals too often, right? So it just becomes like a whole thing where these Chinese players pull out some of the craziest things that most players have never seen before.
Sen here have to look for a way to employ.
And it's just a matter of how you adapt to it.
Singular Bulldog.
See, because now, bro, Knight just swings in, running and gunning.
Mind you, that operator has been maintained. Even though YZ went down previously, so there should be a comfortable end to the round for Bilibili. They've got all players up. They've still got util to spend Sentinels. Probably don't want to feed them too much more old economy.
We'll say that Bilibili would love to hang on to these guns. They still have a couple players at really low cash.
Oh, what a snap.
A snap from K-Knight. Finally able to get on the board in this round.
Oh, we're just going to die with the Bulldog? Really?
Taking stock of things, though.
Okay.
We had that timeout from Sentinels. They've had a chance to sort of consider how they build into this gun round. 3 defense side rounds, acceptable, probably. Need to go big here.
Yeah, they index heavily and just going for that 4-person rubble fight, praying that that's where Bilibili are going to be headed.
Not sure why they died with the Bulldog. I would think they'd want to save that, but maybe that's just me. I don't know.
3-4 different pieces of utility. All right, just go elsewhere. That's very common to be occurring on this Lotus.
What's this lineup Fade's cooking?
Why is he still playing with this operator?
Oh wait, no, this is the regular lineup that they've been
Definitely
doing.
inflection point in the first half, round 9.
Okay, both Haunts are staring at each other.
Rifles under there. That operator.
Wow, what a trade.
Contact peaks.
Get it.
Ended up being a 1-for-1.
There's been a lot of early trades in this half, just like that.
Look at where John is playing. So far back.
Picking up a lot towards this A site, but again, you know, they can just feel fairly content to play this for the retake when they still do have that steel guard and have the potential to collapse into that site off the back of it. But now Sen want to get back in, entrenching the site, anchoring positions now that they're doubled up. They have the read on the situation. Obviously, Bilibili making a lot of noise. They want to execute center.
Nice, good shot, Narrate.
No one to trade onto him. Finds the advantage for Sen.
Bang.
That was all before a
Bang.
came down. Sentinels take the risk of being susceptible.
Bang! Let's go!
Player posted forward to get an easy kill. Now the momentum starting to peter off. YC has to just skirt around that razor vine and trigger the shield wall. Needs to try and find a way to use this up.
Seems like Zelsis realizes that he could be pushed up here. But how far does he push up with the op?
Has he heard this? No, there's a player making noise behind him.
No way!
Okay, rewarded and not punished as 2 players from Sentinels quickly try and spring to attention. No horse presence for the defenders.
It's interesting. Bilibili is treating this op like it's CSGO. Getting mad aggressive with it, especially on attack.
Second kill right now. The Nightfall could certainly be enough to win this round.
Bang wanted to check the site. It's unclear if he got any information about where YZ is set up. Oh, okay, the Nightfall, but later leaving from Bilibili. Look at how decayed they are. It's easy. Knight able to spray 2 of them down.
1v1.
Narrate has to challenge YZ here. Blast pack to try and disrupt. Shorty in hand. He knows exactly where his assignment comes from, and YZ.
He's still decayed,
like
bro.
A sack of potatoes. A 2v3 clutch. He's in an awkward spot where the op still converts.
He is just a fearless maniac on that round.
Actually a maniac.
Adjustment to kill.
What a flick.
Gets the free sight for the team. And by team, I mean K-Knight. He's the only one. He gets over there. What a win. What a win. Brutal for Sentinels.
Kaplan's feeling it.
Round 2 when we get back into things, and it's left them with just a stinger for Zelsis. Not ideal. A lot of light armors.
And this time they're more than happy to bully their way out into rubble, Bilibili, and there's nobody here. It's another round where Sen only have John on this side of the map, and he's playing very far back.
Sentinels are getting nervous. I know they are.
Poison Cloud going to go forward to cover up the view from stairs. Intentions of going through tree right now.
They need to get to some momentum here.
Second here. Narrate wants to get back sight again. Assist John when the pressure is coming in. When he's blinded up
John's
by the paranoia.
cooked.
It expires quickly enough. Why is he
Narrate bailed him out though.
From that high ground, John gets absolutely saved. That's the one with the op here. Having to peer out from tree center, not going to offer up any freebies. Look where that spike is. That is going to be an extremely oppressive scenario that Bilibili have to fight into. And Dev has to do it by pushing up with the operator.
This round.
This is scary.
Simply be unwinnable for Bilibili. There should not be.
Okay, the blind was a bit low.
Sick round from Narrate. Wyatt.
This is scary. This is scary.
Their last game. Won't be able to do more than 3 here, but should be enough. Okay. All of a sudden, John brought down. Viper's Peak going to be deployed by Neff, but he still needs to plant
Wait, the shorty is still play here.
Not the worst scenario for him. And he'll wait this out. Maybe look for a timing to swing out of the wall, and he's found bang.
Oh, thank God.
Oh my God.
Bro, I thought he was about to get both.
From that solo Viper.
I thought he was about to get
Sentinels,
both.
They managed to claw their 4th round, but it's another costly one. And they get to stabilize the economy, but Narrate here is able to find Free, protect John.
Narrate saved him so.
You could see that clutch happening.
Narrate managed to save him so.
Like I said,
so hard.
Winnable, but Nev made me believe for a second.
I mean, he commits that solo Viper's pit to play
Billy calling a timeout immediately. Okay.
After his primary was jammed, finally Zelsis.
They really don't want Sentinels to pick up momentum right now.
Does get the value out of it.
It kind of seems like that's the reason why Billy is calling this timeout. Because they know that was a crazy play from Narrate.
Sentinels have conditioned a weaker A-side presence of the map now with consecutive rounds of just John being there and playing on upper A-side. They might look to throw a variation that has Narrate come back, play Tree, and Odin by. A few options here, as Billy have now tested that A-side a couple of times consecutively.
I'm wondering too if they're going to reinvest into this operator. They've been loving using it. That time, obviously, right, they threw it to Nev because they wanted YZ to be able to get deep into the site, but Narrate was just a hero. Absolute hero, specifically for John, who was looking absolutely doomed until that lovely 3-piece was found. And they're topping the board. He was the MVP.
How will Sentinels respond to this?
He got them back.
I think Billy low-key just messed up their wall though.
Phenomenal play from him, and he is.
I think.
Picking it up
Oh wait, no,
right
why'd he throw it so far back?
Playoffs.
Billy have reinvested in that op, as you speculated, Wyatt. And yeah, early looks at 8. Narrate has come back here with the Odin.
Doesn't spot YZ, just ends up going a little bit short, so he wants to wait for this dark cover to fall, hoping that someone is going to go for the common jump peek.
Oh, the jump peek.
But Narrate was not too overexposed. Often players do it more towards the middle, but he was a little bit off to that left side, and I think that saved his life.
YZ unable to react quickly enough.
Okay.
Okay, shield wall to dissuade to push off of the C site. That is actually where Zekken is set up. He does want to try and put himself where the action is. But whether that means he'd actually push off of C in the direction of the attackers remains to be seen.
I'm nervous. YZ has that up, and I'm very scared.
All the util coming out from Bang and Narrate here have definitely slowed
Zelsis, please.
So YZ opts to try and hold a B line. Viper wall will cut him off. Still guarded.
Okay, Zekken can't do much.
Try and actually pull back in here. They have a few players near it, but
Wait, they're shifting to B. Like, come on, we know he's gonna have the op, bro.
Another site is taken. Spike should be able to be planted, but Sen have other ideas.
Yeah, YZ decayed very, very low. Sentinels don't really follow up on the Nightfall instantly. Simply choose to get in position.
No, we're not gonna shift. Nice! Good nade. No, bro, the fucking op, bro. This op is intense. And he gets a carrot, bro. There's no shot, bro.
Always an ace from Zelsis is able to interfere.
He gets the damage through the wall. Zelsis down to 10.
There's no shot, bro. This can't be real.
Out of there. No cash left. Needs to save this. YZ is a menace.
Oh my god, it's so crooks, bro. Give me 6-6, please. Oh wait, no, it's not gonna be 6-6. Give me 5-7, please, Sen. Give me 5-7. It's an attack-sided map. It's all good. Just get me 5-7.
Seeing that instance too, some of the power that even an attack device provides.
I don't know why we're peeking that bang. I'm gonna keep it a buck. We need to start flashing or something. That's just unlucky. I don't know what's going on there. Oh, John QT had an op too, bro. Like, John, come on, bro.
Only a few seconds later, like pushing it to heaven solo and gets a collide.
John never had a chance to get his gun up.
He will never slow down. He is ruthless as a duelist. intentions for Billy to take Mound early here.
Gonna go fast C, maybe?
4 defense side rounds is gonna feel uncomfortable for Sentinels, but it is enough.
YZ now just 1 orb away from getting the showstopper. Delta's here, operates
nice.
on that's Livia's down.
Nice!
Oh, boy. He's mad. Zelsis got the
nice!
Spike down.
Takes 3 just as BLG hoping to swoop in and get a nice 8-round halved. He has thrown the stick in the smoke, so they've gone over the handlebars.
What a play from Zelsis, bro. Zelsis on C site, on Lotus, as a Sentinel.
On the defense there from Zelsis.
Just goes crazy, bruh.
So locked in. It's all on Rusha. In a near impossible situation. Zekin still has Satis to get back in. He can just send it, distract, while everyone else will collapse onto him. They have plenty of options here.
Nice. Well played. Thank you. Thank you. You got me my 5-7.
Respectable from Sentinels, but at moments you've noticed them struggle with the tempo and just with some of the individual inclinations of Billy. A very tight half here and everyone getting locked in. You mentioned it. Looked like Angie Zelsis there on that C side, looking to try and stop BLG in their tracks. It's been quite the series so far, and it promises to be an explosive finale, so stick around. One of these teams will be headed to playoffs on the other side of this map.
Well played. Well played, Celsius. Well played, brother. Oh my god. This is a stressful match. I can't lie. This is a very stressful match. I'm scared. Because like I said, for both of these teams, whoever wins immediately goes to playoffs. And I'd prefer it to be Sentinels, to be honest, because if Sentinels lose this, then they'll probably play... Let's see here. They'll probably play the loser of either this match or these two, which I don't want to see them go against Wolves Esports again, because then that's just kind of cooked. And I really don't want to see them go against Aspas and MIBR. Maybe they go against Team Liquid. I think Team Heretics probably win this one, and I think MIBR probably win this one. So I really don't want to see them go against Wolves again. We already watched them go against Wolves. And I'd prefer them not to go against Team Liquid. I don't even know who's really on Team Liquid's roster, per se. Let's see here. Who's on? Patty Tech. Patty Tech's kind of the only one I know. And that's just because he subbed for Heretics. And I definitely don't want to see them go against Paper X or Gen G, because that's going to be a tough match. That's for sure going to be a tough match. So, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Sen need to win it here. I'm not going to lie.
A ton of value.
Oh,
I think
gotta
it's
clean
so
my points.
Though, with this Coinbase Econ report to look at how much value YZ was getting from his heavy investment into the op on attack, which is something I wasn't expecting from him specifically as a player, but you just don't see it very often on Lotus, and certainly not with a Raze when your job is getting in deep, but still able to find that bang for his buck, spending it on that weapon, even despite having tied for the most deaths on his team. He's still getting value. The op absolutely paid off, as we saw, and I'm interested to see how much he's going to try to pick that up on defense, because Billy, they've won the majority of the pistols in this series, and even this first half when they lost, they won in that round 2 eco. If they get the op rolling for him on defense, that could be the catalyst for them making it into the playoffs, for YZ making it into the playoffs.
All right, come on, Sen.
At an international event.
Let's get it. Lock in.
Thought this would be an easy road for Sentinels into the playoffs. It's been anything but. Billy stand tall on the attack side of Lotus, but now it's Sentinels' turn. With these comps, the way we've seen them play out, it's generally been favored as the defenders get spread fairly thinly across these 3 sites. But it all comes down to how you can capitalize on that distribution of defenders. Let's get rolling, folks. Here's your
Let's
round
see
of
it, bro.
13. Sentinels on the attack.
Launch over the top for this duo of Sen to work forward on C, but when the orb is tapped, they want to swing off this paranoia, presumably crunch through the door even. These 2 players bang at Zekin.
This is scary.
Real danger, here it comes.
Like the trap rush here though.
Nice.
Who didn't think there'd be a follow-up.
Trade and trade. 1 for 1.
luckily
Oh, Zelsa saw him. I'm pretty sure Zelsa saw him cross.
They are pivoting towards this A side where BLG have drifted. They are in the right positions at the moment, giving up C. Neff weak though, backside, going to be challenging to anchor against the
I don't think Sen expect him to be this quick to rotate. 1 for 1 again. 3v3.
Here comes that attack side Viper ball.
But this is, oh my god, this is scary.
To disrupt a potential plant. So the paint shells had the intended effect.
Some players getting weak.
Turn around!
Right click City.
Last player standing.
And they are both very low, below 60.
Oh no, Zelsis has a sheriff, bro.
Thought he had him.
Oh, what a good shot, Zelsis!
Zelsis is determined to win. You can see it from his disposition on his face since that last round of the first half. He is getting serious. This is
I need a fucking haircut, bro.
He is here.
I can feel my mustache curling into my mouth. I know it's kind of gross, but
after that disappointing finish that they had at the first international this year in Bangkok.
what a shot. Good shot, Zelsis.
And show exactly what they're made of.
Why are you going here? Why are you going here? What the?
Find you.
Ooh, cut that one off at the right time. 2 pistols here for Sentinels on this map.
Bro's big mad. Billy coach. Gonna give Paper X's coach a run for his money, man.
In the first half, Sen won the pistol, but lost in this exact situation. If they hadn't...
Yeah, but there's literally nobody on A, so... I mean, they don't know this, but...
So much early momentum.
They'll find out very soon. Zosis, wake up!
In danger, just wants to stay alive. Can't. Oh, they're chasing! Even though he is the player with just the sheriff.
Finally, I think Sentinels have been able to throw enough at Billy to cause him to simmer down.
Yo, what happened to the game audio?
That's an easy call now for the rest of the team to just get into the A side. Zelsis feeling all of that pressure. Should be light on the opposite side of the map.
What the hell happened to the game audio?
Here's a plant. John gets it down. Billy playing second fiddle, just trying to catch up. And now without much more than frenzy.
There we go,
Ghost.
game audio back. Oh, narrate, I'm a little worried.
Most likely. This would allow the game to become even. Narrate would love to get something for this outlaw. Some little ROI farming. And he might get something.
No! Timing! Oh, he heard the crowd. He heard the crowd. Oh, thank God he heard the crowd. I don't even care. I don't even care this time. That's mad unlucky for Neff, though.
3 kills with the Stinger. Only Levius to survive, only to perish to the blast. And now we have ourselves an even.
Narrate definitely heard
Love to have gone
the
for
crowd.
A little bit more. The showstopper on the attack side with his traditional Lotus look. Very important.
Close call, that one. Billy though, again, the pistol came down to a 1 versus 1. They sort of knew they'd be here after that clutch.
Okay, everybody's got full shield, so I don't know how Zelsis is gonna cook with this outlaw, but you never know. He might get some people weak.
Early, it's light from Billy. Tucking to the box is YZ right now. And actually getting a lot of reinforcements through B. Look at this, Billy, they want to fight it, and Bang knows he needs to run.
Sentinels got out in time though. Billy want to chase this, but just how far will they go? Not as far as lobby apparently, and now the look is over towards B.
And Descend want to accelerate elsewhere, get into the site. Do they really try to get into B? No, now they certainly cannot, but maybe they'll pick up the pace, continue that, getting through door into the C side. They'll
There's a
have
sheer
to
wall.
contend with that sheer, yeah, with this setup from Levius.
Doggedly.
Nah, Narrate didn't hit it.
Not able to trigger the sheer wall. That is still in play. They're going to run low on time here.
That is painful. Orb is now being
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe walk back B?
No map control at the moment.
Maybe, but like even then, the rotates are going to be quick. They're going to try and go for A.
Just that smoke from Rusia. There's a horn for Knight. They've drawn it all out, but at what cost?
This is scary. If they can manage to pick off Rusia. Okay, now they know Rusia's here.
What the situation is. YZ, does he try to time
Somebody
it?
holding. Nice!
He's too easy to bring down.
Nice!
have gotten exactly what they were looking for.
Nice second!
Defensive lines. Straight out into the sunlight.
And they're gonna go save. Oh my goodness, what a
We were
round.
so active, so
That was
responding
tense.
to these early probes.
That was an
Overheat
intense
just a
round.
little bit, losing to the send bonus, not just losing to the bonus, Wyatt, but allowing it to be a flawless round for the attackers.
That was a very intense round. I can't lie.
Focus over towards that CB side. Really weren't able to take advantage of the low clock on account of it just being Russia towards A. As you mentioned prior in the round too, just extracting all of that defensive utility out of Billy to the extent they just had a dark cover. That was it.
There's not much more that Russia could do except peek out, see what was happening. They couldn't hang.
It's just great calling from
Bro, there's a
They
bear
worked the
tanning
entire
on the
map, get back to that
on the
light
rock.
side in time.
Bro, like nobody would be able to find these.
Worked so well.
It's so funny that they include those though.
Wisely bold in that situation.
Yeah, this was crazy bold.
To help Russia, hopefully the attention will be on his
Good
team.
timing. Zekin got some great timing there.
And it's made all too easy with the vulnerable.
See, things are pretty restrained. You mentioned
Billy
it.
timeout.
Zelda's looked absolutely determined to have a clean victory here on this Lotus map. And unsurprisingly, Billy throwing their heads back in dismay, called themselves a timeout in a round where they're in a very precarious spot. Yeah, they can sort of force into this round. It looks like that might be the plan, but it's a big risk to take at this early stage of the half. For Sentinels, though, it's straightforward stuff. No overcommitment. They weren't able to force that shield.
Sentinels got the lead again. I didn't even realize it.
It didn't end up hurting them. They just bounced on
Got the
back
lead
to A.
again.
And were able to execute this. Billy just got a little bit too nervous, pushed up too far as individuals. Took to it the YZ push over the Molly. The K-Knight positioning of upper A side. Just caught out in the open.
Listen, I'm hoping in this time as well that Coach Bale for BLG can...
It was kind of a bop, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like jamming out.
Give them the optimal plan because he was furious after that pistol round loss when we cut to the coach booth. And now they're going to have to deal with the showstopper that Zekin has gotten up very early.
That's
in
cute.
This half.
But like, where is this on the map, bro? Like, there's no way people find these.
BLG, big investment here.
Wait, I just realized it's the lotus flower.
Already.
That's cool.
On his A side.
Okay, trying to go for a wall bang. Looks like.
He's got the outlaw in hand to punish a push up.
Didn't even shoot though. Interesting.
BLG, do they want this fight
Oh,
again?
okay. The good old classic drop the wall. Holy crap, YZ can't see a damn thing.
But he's only playing with a classic here. Such a weird assortment of guns.
Yeah, it is bizarre, right? I mean, Neff, yeah, unfortunately only just setting up the 700. Maybe these rifles can make something happen. Matter of fact, both of them have looked like intentions of maybe pushing out a B, but that's not going to be the case for the defense. Senov inserted Narrate over towards Rubble. Potential fight against YZ where he's highly favored. Far superior gun.
And they're going to use him to try and sell this.
Yeah, they even throw a dark cover towards stairs. And it's working. Oh god, they're all departing from C. They have fully bought it.
Wow, this is a bit premature from.
Opportunity, they've got to take it with these weaker weaponry.
Oh, the timing.
YZ, he just didn't know while that Viper's wall was up how many players actually crossed in there.
We'll get this.
Oh my goodness, guy!
Wait, Neri actually swapped? Holy crap! Okay.
That would have been
I thought Narrate was cooked.
Realistic retake, but now
Oh, Zekin got a wall bang.
Certainly not the case.
Now just happy to post up here in this seaside. Zekin challenging Waterfall. K-Knight forced off the line and low with a Phantom in hand. He likely doesn't want to wager it. And another
Yeah, they're gonna go save.
We are right back to saving.
Oh, all right. Narrate getting a little aggressive there.
Away, Narrate. Just obviously on the hunt. This economy for Sen is out of control.
Zelsis is also kind of on the hunt. He wants to get rid of this outlaw. I know he does.
So it goes. Sentinels get that magic 9 rounds. And get this next one, a real inflection point.
I kind of figured bro wanted to get rid of that.
Zelsis' weapon.
More important that it wasn't K-Knight dying. It was Billy who really needed to save those there and are able to get away with it.
What a timing.
Just turns at the perfect time. Like I said, totally different round.
I honestly don't know if he heard the crowd there because it wasn't like a lot. It was just like it, and it wasn't even like there's a lot of people saying that either. So
attack is economically viable to be picked up for YZ.
Sorry.
This is going to have to be the half changes. LG, or it's going to feel like they are absolutely down and out. They've committed everything they've got.
oh my god, this guy's got an op again, bro. This guy's an op crutch. Op crutch.
No more Vice in the map for Zen. Non-committal though in this early approach to the round. They had the spike left behind.
What an op crutcher.
A little bit that B area before they head elsewhere.
Toxin screen down.
Prowler thrown out from K-Knight towards B. Doesn't spot anyone at Sen, silently working their way towards Mound when they had been posted up.
This is a little scary. We still have all Vise util here.
You know, Zek and Satchel's in. The rest of the guys get cut off by a sheer wall. Rusha's ready with a paranoia. This could get dangerous.
Oh, they're going to try and timing it, I think.
Second bounce on it. Rushia down. Tries to play it safe, getting over towards the site.
No, Bang. What was that, brother?
His position known and noted. K9 and Levius in no hurry.
What was that?
Get into the site with the spike in hand.
Nice try, nice try. I see what they were trying to do, but
a great counter ultimate.
It just wasn't worth.
It did kind of play out as speculated, where that sheer wall not getting procced earlier.
Honestly, I don't know what Bang was doing TPing on the wall. That was risky as fuck.
I need to get in.
Oh, Zekin could have definitely gotten that second kill.
Bang, yeah, trying to get up on that wall, right?
Just didn't have the opportunity to get the tone out quick enough, actually take the fight. Perfect ultimate usage there. And the op paid off. Everything they wanted to do in that round worked perfectly. YC's going to mix up the positioning and go towards Mound.
Oh, Bang's getting ahead of it.
On the opposite side of the map.
Rushia has to play safe, passive, and it's Bang.
Bang. Okay, wait, Narrate got the trade.
To find the trade. Billy responded with his
YZ's pushing hard on the flank, but Zelsis has the wall there, so he can't fully commit.
The back up. Now forced away by the snake bite, though. Here's a steel guard for the attack side to pave the way for a plant.
K-Knight had intentions of retreating for a while, and the steel garden ensures that.
They're gonna expect him here.
For the full retake, Zekin is posted up so close.
Sees the Prowler now. They know.
Oh, they're all fighting it.
Zekin, but John is there to find the trade. Nightfall for the attack side now. And
oh, good decay.
Now for the wrap from Drop. John finds his third for the round, and YC's op is.
Oh, this is scary.
Not the ideal
nice.
Sentinels back in
oh
front.
My goodness.
Back with a burst of confidence.
That was a crazy round.
Plays out the way they drew it
well
up.
Played from Sentinels though to get aggressive and help Zekin. I don't know how Narrate got this trade though. Oh, he just barely got that trade.
Backs off, John swings up when they're dealing with Zekin, gets the trade on the rope.
The timing on that is insane.
Well-placed ultimate.
They're still though going to have to contend likely with a YZ op buy.
That was a good idea from Bang. It seems like Sentinels are pulling out some good ideas here. They just need a bit more practice on them.
With a couple other players, all of that defensive sentinel utility continuing to be littered across.
Like I'm wondering if they'll try and do the strat again here on C, but it doesn't seem like it. It seems like they're just trying to bait.
He's going to post up deep. Does John try to take this space? I mean, surely a contact push back into main would be a free kill for Wizen. You have to imagine.
Do you ever think to re-clear this spot of the attackers? It's so close to their side of the map.
Oh, the jump peak.
John is lucky to get out of that one alive.
Oh, he got legged.
Limping away. Still keeps his weapon in this round.
Wait, and now they inserted Narrate. Okay, good.
They've given up so much of that positioning.
Cleared up the space a little bit.
YZ gets away with his life. Sentinels at 45.
And they know they backed up a bit.
That BC area, kind of keeping their options open as they're activating that door. The sheer wall is still here. They've had trouble dealing with that on some of these prior C executes. It's been tough for them to manage.
Not the right weaponry to sort of follow up on that haunt. Sheer wall is still a problem. Sen don't have a way to safely clear it, to trigger it. They've got to go B.
Not even very much damage actually done. We are down to 20 seconds
right now. Oh, this is scary!
Players on defense. Rusha gets the first in the span through.
Oh my god.
So weak. And there's not much more to gain from this now.
Wait, Narrate somehow got into Waterfall. How the hell? Zelsis is dead. Yeah.
Narrate steps up, and this is stuff round for round. Sen and Billy exchanging.
All right, the game's heating up. The game is heating up, boys.
Honest, that BLG round was critical after reinvesting into the operator. That would have been
crazy tracking.
That would have put BLG on the eco. But they were in the
Narrate didn't see that.
They do a good job.
Who is that?
The attempt from Sentinels to get back into that B side.
Is she praying?
Shot down.
Holy. All right, timeout, Sentinels.
Dealing with this Vikes over at C, I've got to say, they're not getting that util out earlier, and they're fearing late having to go into it when the clock is getting low. There are those thorns on the ground they have to deal with. Players getting caught up by the sheer wall. You know, you can try to timing it where you're.
I'd be praying too, though. Not to knock it or anything. It's just funny that that's like the video clip that they decided to show, you know?
Why is he pushing up on A, getting aggressive towards Rubble?
And that's exactly what you want to do with this operator. Once you've got it rolling,
They gotta figure out how to stop this op.
You take control and you just want to force the
why is this guy mogging? Holy.
Powerful defensive utility.
This guy's hard mogging.
Just route them into that sort of trap that you have laid on the opposite side of the map, and they pull it off there.
So there's got to be a game plan for this early round action that Sen have been opting out of more often than not. Is it another Rubble fight? Maybe try and explore B early and fight through some of that fade util that's been deployed there. All that and more to be answered in just a few
Neff, that's his name, Neff.
Good start in this half of Sentinels. Converting on the bonus is big. Billy have found their niche in this game. Wisey has carved it out, kill by kill with this operator.
In terms of the ult economy, look at PLG. Had that Steel Garden, but they're so close to 3 other ults. And realistically, the only thing that Sen can have on top of the From the Shadows, which isn't all too viable unless you're going for one of those fast, deep teleport executes, is maybe John can get a kill, get the spike down, and use that pit to win out a post plant. But even at that,
what are they cooking here? What are they trying to do?
Steel Garden. Sure, maybe you have the shorty in it, so there are counterplays to the counter.
I feel like we need to trigger this wall.
Into a situation like that. As of right now, it's Billy again.
But they're trying to wait on YZ push something, but he's not. Oh no! Why are we going to A?
Have a plan for this. They've got to. Yep, here you can see they've got to be expecting YZ to be on this line. First is the Prowler.
Oh, they're not expecting him to be so far back.
Now the second wave, Paranoia thrown in. This is awkward. Second.
Oh, this is scary. This is scary. This is scary. This is scary. Oh, thank God he missed.
That's the op out of the game. Russia has to ult from the shadows to TP back to his spawn for safety, and that opens this side of the map up for Sentinels.
Second is taking so much space. Russia wants to get back there, but completely.
I don't know what Ruscio is doing. Ruscio?
Available to send to scale.
He thinks he can get in way earlier than
Ruscia?
And he was
I hope I'm saying that right.
Billy now, you notice, yes, picking up these rounds.
Zelsis is going hunting.
Patchwork of back and forth.
Which is kind of surprising.
Throwing themselves in a 3v5 scenario with no control of the site and with no duelists to work with.
That position
they just immediately go into a save, which is kind of interesting because low-key I feel like they could buy, but I guess if they want to buy their teammates they couldn't, so.
You need to kind of be playing back towards the actual site, stairs.
Yeah, Sentinels are getting the read that it's just a save right now.
Just multiple players on multiple angles that are going to be looking at you. It's hard to find a target even. You can see him trying to adjust. It's just too much. There's simply too much for him to try to look at. And too many players will have a much easier time dealing with him. I mean, look, he's just wide out in the open.
Right between them.
Realize they can take control of that operator help position.
Yeah, that was. I don't know why he was trying to rush back in.
Billy with those saves. Of course, they can buy again. They do still have the Steel Garden. YZ's got on the showstopper. He was one away and died.
Okay, 2 more rounds, son. 2 more rounds.
They could get so many ults in this round, which they need desperately a couple players on.
Surely now we trigger the wall, right?
Well, Sentinels just have a bank to keep buying over and over.
And they can't.
This poison orb is set up.
They're worried about this Viper wall.
Trigger the shield wall,
or Viper orb.
For Sentinels. They can't just duck in there and make it come up.
BLG, they do have that forward position over towards Rebel again.
Why is he posted up on the same angle again?
Job re-clearing them though.
Do they expect him to be on the same angle?
Finding more success just working this A side of the map.
Oh, no op.
Essentially avoiding this vice
All right.
entirely.
Is the defensive
Now
showstopper
I'm not
play
so scared.
on the table for YZ here. Crowder out, looking the same as last round. Russia now with a bit of spray.
Second is fully committed.
He's out, he's out.
He's able to get out, out.
Ooh.
But again,
That
where to
was
from here?
scary.
40 seconds in the round, and they did nothing about that sheer wall at sea, which has been more than a small nuisance for Sen.
Oh, Bang's got to be careful there.
Acres there, out in the open. That has to be traded.
The opening of the door is so big for Bang. He
Oh my
breaks away
god.
for a firing
That
line
play
of
was so
senses.
disgusting. My indigestion just acted up. Holy, how did Bang get away with both kills?
YZ might have to entry this with a showstopper, but Zekit is waiting for him to make his way out of that B connector. And he's ready for K9 as well. Bring me another reset.
Oh my god. Let's go!
And it is a dastardly scenario that Russia has to find a way to unravel. And with this Guardian, he's got no choice but just to go for it. Sen encircling him to get away from the blast. Billy might have lost their biggest opportunity to get back in control of this map and series. Russia lucky to get away with his life.
One more round. One more round. Chat, we only need one more round.
They still have ultimate.
And we'll have 2 NA teams in playoffs. Knock on wood. Let's fucking go. Nah, that's actually crazy. How did he get away with both kills there?
2-0 to start this tournament after an 0-2 at Bangkok, finishing in disappointing fashion. Playing with a hunger today, you can see it on their faces, especially Celsius in this game, locked in. Second back on the original agent.
That's cool. I want a Riot Games backpack.
Years ago to propel him to the top of the American scene, is putting on a show on Lotus.
Okay, insert Bang.
To a round like this, though.
They definitely know he's here, though.
He's already gotten pretty far forward, and Russia
Yeah, Bang, we're rushing it. We're rushing it, bro.
Pays dividends. That showstopper will be avoided. Maybe a little bit quick on the trigger finger is YZ. Ray's ultimate's off the table now.
And John just able to get a little bit off.
I feel like Bang should have waited for the door to close.
Perspective. Again, this is a situation where you do have narrate over towards that C-mount side. Just
Did I jinx it?
ensuring that no one is pushing up.
No, I didn't. Knock on wood.
Going to make a potential execute there. An absolute nightmare.
Okay, come on, please.
You mentioned it. Sentinels don't have those big initiator ultimates to work with. Don't have a showstopper quite yet. Just inches short in all of those categories.
Maybe if they had the Nightfall, then they could throw that at the pit, Prowler, the Viper, something like that, but it's not an option right now.
So is it a hard force? Hoping to catch a player positioned far forward like we've seen from YZ in the past, but BLG are actually giving a lot more map control over
30
here.
seconds left.
Now Santa going to run into this.
Spam it, spam it, Zelsus. Spam it again. Spam it again, Zelsus.
So that's free access now gained by Sentinels. Russia though is ready.
Wait, the blind.
This time it's a Guardian shot to John QT's cranium.
Oh, 13 seconds. It's
4
cooked.
seconds left. Sentinels have to go. Second getting sprayed down, but is able to find Russia. Why is he trying to disrupt with the blast pack, but gets caught out. Knight deals with Narrate. Zekin and Zelsus.
Did he get the plant?
Back for the series.
Oh my god, he got the
Steel
plant.
Garden should be connecting on to both though. Zelsus on the run. Zekin just has the shorty.
Zekin has a shorty.
Sight, but the showstopper as well. He got that with the spike going down.
Oh no.
Zelsus is going to be jumped on in tree. Got nowhere to go. Primaries are impossible again. And back to back. Zekin and Zelsus put Neff in a solo situation.
Let's go!
Delivered. Sen City are back in a Masters playoffs.
Zekin was an absolute phenom on their 2 map wins, the Neon on Sunset, and an even better performance as the Rays.
Oh my god, what a crazy match. That was really good. Well played, Billy. That match was really fun to watch. Especially those last 2 maps. Those last 2 maps were very fun to watch. Icebox was kind of a blowout, but
they won, which frankly was the expectation, but in this fashion,
all in all, really entertaining match to watch.
That Icebox game from them was stunning. Individually, YZ
had some
I swear they replaced their assistant coach.
real moments.
No, they definitely
That was
did.
definitely the stumbling block for Sentinels, controlling that star player from Billy, who we know is always a problem for teams such as this, but in the end, they figure out how to answer.
Cameraman just got completely ignored, by the way. I just want to say
They
that.
get that controller util up, eventually they can push YZ over. Let's send it down now to Gen Lee, down on the stage for our Verizon post-match interview with John QT.
And it's going to be Sentinels in the playoffs! John, if I may have you over here. Yes, for a short interview. Lotus was a nail-biter, no?
Definitely, for sure, yeah.
For sure,
Yeah,
bro.
congratulations on making it to the playoffs. I mean, first one since Masters Madrid. You gotta be excited.
Yeah, definitely very excited. That was the goal coming into the tournament. Kind of beating our demons that we had in Bangkok because we got grouped, so very happy of our result.
Can you tell us a little bit about what happened in between Icebox and Sunset? Because it felt like after Icebox, you guys locked in.
Yeah, we realized on Icebox we just started super slow. They were just like running us down. We were not winning our fights and stuff like that. And we're just like, okay, guys, like let's give them a statement game. We're gonna 13-5 them on Sunset, and we did so. So it worked out.
Well, speaking of demons, we have other demons waiting for you in the playoffs. Who would you like to face for the first round of the playoffs?
To be honest, I don't care. Whoever dares to pick us, I'm down to play them. We're coming in very confident, so I'm pretty sure they don't want to see us.
Plus, you just avenged Energy. How are you feeling about that?
I don't really care.
Yeah, I
Damn.
thought you would say that, but congratulations.
He said, I don't care about NRG. Damn. Bro did not care. All right. What a match. What a match, ladies and gentlemen. What a match, bro. That was crazy. Hold on. I just want to see. I'm pretty sure they're just going to show clips of them like signing stuff, but I just want to see if there's anything else here. I don't think there is. Yeah, we're just showing off merge. All right. What a match, brother. Holy, that match was insane. Well played to Billy. Honestly, I said it at the beginning, but they are no pushovers by any means. I definitely think that they're like the second greatest team in the China region besides Edward Gaming whenever they decide to get their shit together, to be honest. But yeah, like crazy match. I don't even know like what to expect, but now we have two NA teams in the playoffs. We have G2 and we also have Sentinels now, which means my pick'ems are cooked, because I definitely had Team Heretics going 2-0 and I thought Sentinels would lose one, but I definitely thought they would make it into the playoffs. So my pick'ems aren't exactly super cooked yet. We'll just have to wait and see. But because of that, let's see here. Do like a little refresh maybe? Because of that, that basically means that I'm pretty much tapped out until the playoffs, which I don't actually know when the playoffs start. The playoffs start a day after my birthday, actually. Playoffs start June 12th. So maybe we'll see what the matches are looking like when it's my birthday on the 11th, because I'll probably be streaming for a bit, so we'll see how that's looking. But other than that, yeah, we might be, yeah, G2 is in the playoffs right now, along with, this is a random team, I've never heard of this, Z-Lai Gaming, I hope I'm saying that right, and then Rex, dude, I don't even, RRQ, that's what everybody calls them, RRQ, and then we got Fnatic, of course, because Fnatic is, they have a dynasty on Valorant right now, I'm not gonna lie, bro, it seems like they're always in the playoffs. But Billy not out. Not out yet. And it seems like Sentinels are the only ones that have made it to playoffs. We'll see what happens between the Gen G and Paper X game. But other than that, if I had to take a wild guess, I say these three probably don't make it in. MIBR, Wolves, and Liquid. I still have hope for Heretics, but after seeing Billy, I don't know. Billy might be, it might be these top three right here, or these four that end up getting in the playoffs. Billy, Paper X, Gen G, and Sentinels. So we'll have to wait and see what goes on there. But I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, make sure to drop a follow here on Twitch. And if you're over on the other platform, make sure to subscribe down below. Like I said, I won't be watching a lot of the games going up to, but we'll be back for the playoffs for sure. I'm mainly just interested in the NA matches just because, you know, that's where I'm from. I'm in the North American region, so, you know, I got some favoritism for sure. But yeah, like I said, I hope you guys all enjoyed the stream. What an intense game. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'm gonna go edit some TikToks now. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.